Dire team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick.
Send.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. You may now select your heroes.
Oh my god.
Let's get this show on the road, Ricky.
I'm waiting for Dawnbreaker, dude. Yeah, Dawnbreaker's gonna be out here any moment. It is going to be our third and final series of the night, so hope you all are as excited as we are. CDEC versus Xtreme. Into game one we go.
There she is. There we go. Paparazzi once again on this Queen of Pain has made the last couple of games the Paparazzi show as well. Tank has had some outstanding performances on the Earthshaker, and I think he's one of the few people that has like consistently been playing this hero still. But he has popped off. Makes a lot of things happen, and it does pair up fairly well with the Sand King too. Sand King doesn't have such a bad time sitting in the lane by himself, which allows you to play with the creep wave, make rotations to the mid, try to set up some kills with the Earthshaker.
30 seconds to battle.
The Queen of Pain Razor matchup usually goes the way of Razor as far as CS goes, but you don't have a lot of kill potential with Razor. Meanwhile, Paparazzi is probably going to be able to contest or has okay kill potential if you overextend on Echo here. Unfortunately, we don't see any action anymore at the runes. That time is over.
Yeah, unlucky. What can you do?
I hope when we get this next patch, you know, there's a little bit more incentive for people to brawl at level 1.
Runes now provide 1,000 gold.
Let's go.
Only the river ones, though.
Mmm.
Tank Gets a nice fissure block on the wave, and I'm curious if he's going to try and fissure block. Yeah, he is going to do it again. Just the brown boots double clarity. Classic. And now...
Uh-oh.
You know, this one melee creep ruins your entire dinner plans. You know, like, it's unfortunate.
Very embarrassing. It's slightly too far forward. But the wave will push in now as the melee creep got cleared out first. And they try to pull back into the range creep there. They're not going to do so well with it. Yeah, unfortunately for them, they have a very weak bottom lane. But we'll turn our eyes over to the mid because that's where the action usually is at the start. Who secures the first 2 creep waves. And Paparazzi yet again doing very well for himself.
This is a little bit surprising to me because Echo, you do have to just go static link 1 and try and CS off of the damage difference that you managed to gain there, but Paparazzi blink level 2, pretty easy for him to get out of the static link range. Echo actually picked up a lot of these creeps under the tower though, but yeah. Paparazzi gets 4 denies now.
Yeah, he plays so well around that tower aggro. Enough about him and how good Paparazzi is. I feel like I'm not giving some of these other players enough credit. Echo, he's going to be struggling down here, but action starting to happen down here in the bottom lane, Ava taking a lot of harass.
Yeah, I mean, they are indeed. Wraith King put on the wrong side of a fissure. It's going to end up falling here. So, technically first blood, but it gets taken by the tower.
It's split between the 2 of them. That will give the Sand King a little bit of extra gold. And he's going to go for a Vanguard in this lane, which does make sense.
Oh my god, he took so much damage from like the creeps and everything. He had no armor. Yeah, he didn't build any armor.
Yeah, he didn't go for that ring of protection. I mean, that's what we saw last game against when Wraith King playing Snapfire. Or he just went to ring of protection straight into Helm of Iron Will. When you don't have those things, you end up dropping very quickly.
Yeah, Tank trying to stay on top of Echo here, do what damage you can. Fissure block. Will Paparazzi blink to the wrong side of said fissure, and Echo will just TP home. He's like, all right. A little bit of miscommunication there, maybe.
Yeah. I think he might have been able to get out of that one, like if he TP'd immediately, if he was cut off, but
yeah.
Unlucky.
Bottom lane though. Now we're gonna go ahead and find this Disruptor and Fissure. Ooh, not gonna come through. Nice Wraithfire Blast there, interrupt the combo.
He's gonna get away from that one. It's gotta go right back to the lane, but earlier I was talking about, you know, Sand King going straight for this Vanguard. That way he'll be able to counter out these Vampiric Spirit here from the Wraith King. The Skeletons weren't going to do so much to you if you've got that Vanguard. Damage block goes a very long way. They've got a lot of summoners. They've got the Eidolons as well, but I don't imagine those are going to be too much of an issue for the Sand King.
Yeah, not really. I'm a big fan of, like, because I play a lot of Sand King. I'm a pretty big fan of always going like the one defensive item on this hero, because a lot of people just want to like rush the Blink Dagger and stuff, but getting like an early Hooded Defiance or Vanguard makes this hero so much stronger. So I really like the decision to do so. Mid lane fighting over the runes. There's a lot of heroes in the mid lane. We got 5 here trying to get on top of Paparazzi's Queen of Pain and slow him down a little bit. And they are kind of succeeding, but just hits level 5 there. Gonna put the 3rd point in the Shadow Strike.
Yeah. Echo is moving very slowly, and you know, Paparazzi heals back up quite quickly with each tick of this one. Extra 10 HP. So he's gonna keep the harass off on Echo, and you have to be kind of careful for when this Queen of Pain gets level 6, because she's able to burst you down with that Sonic Wave. You're sitting at low HP. I mean, he gets a little bit of damage.
It's just funny because he literally just walks away because you have 200 MS. It's really sad.
Yeah. Well, less, like, actually significantly less than that. With the first couple of ticks, it scales upwards. As
that I actually didn't know. I actually didn't know the movement speed scaled as it goes away.
Yeah, they gain more movement speed
My thanks.
as the ticks as it comes closer to expiring.
So it scales from 50 up to basically the 0.
Yeah.
Interesting. That was a mechanic I was unaware of.
Worthy
Old and
tribute.
outdated. And you slowly heal from the poison. But it's like okay enough that it doesn't really need to change.
Wait, Ava actually ended up just holding on to the Ring of Health and bought himself a Soul Ring instead. Yeah, Fissure right there, gonna follow it up, and Disruptor stuck inside the Sandstorm. They don't find themselves a kill. They tried to initiate with a Ray Fire Blast, but he just popped the Sandstorm. They didn't have the sentry down to start that one off.
Yeah, because of that ended up delaying it long enough that he's under the Sandstorm even longer and ends up falling down mid lane.
Yeah, mid lane going on top of Echo here, but the rested supports TPing on in. Tank takes a lot of damage from that plasma field. We'll be able to take down. Paparazzi grabs himself an Arcane Rune. They will trade 1-for-1 on the supports, but Echo topping himself off ends up being quite nice.
A slight misplay there by the Earthshaker. He ended up going way too far in, and I thought that he just like tried to get the kill, a quick kill off an Echo. Paparazzi didn't have the mana to follow up. I'm not sure that he realized that.
Just gonna refill his bottle. Yeah, really nice support play. Both teams are really focusing on keeping these mid laners like topped off, but look at the net worth difference here in this game so far. Ooh. Ignis gonna get caught off onto the side here. Kill goes away with DY. Nice wrap around there on the Enchantress.
And you're gonna get zoned out here on the Clockwork as well. If he plays any closer to the Queen of Pain, he's gonna get hit with a Shadow Strike. Got 3 points in this one. I don't think he'll max it out. He needs to start putting points into the Scream in order to keep up with his farm.
Yeah.
Find kills.
I think we almost always see it left at 3 max.
Yeah. Well, we'll see in a moment though. Bottom lane.
Oh yeah, trying to go on the Wraith King. Does go ahead and put a point in his reincarnation, expecting to go down here. It will pop. TP in from the Disruptor. Tank will get that first stun out, but Ava with the Burrow Strike trying to make some space for his boys. Nice fissure, but he's gonna get pulled back here. With that glimpse, you managed to get the Disruptor. Tank trying to still get out of here, but Clockwork trying to cut him off at the same time. He's managed to trap him. The worst hero to be stuck next to, and Nava underneath the tower will manage to get himself a double kill instead with the 4 points in the Sandstorm.
Radiant's bottom tower
Yep.
is under attack.
Sometimes you can just do enough damage by doing absolutely nothing. That's the beauty of Sand King, baby. And that's why he's Gabe's favorite hero. Did you know that? It's a fun little tidbit about our Lord and Savior, Gabe.
I did. Yeah, I did know that Sand King was his favorite hero. I wasn't because I didn't know exactly why, but appreciate the insight there.
And he's also played Dota on the new Steam Deck.
Yeah, I heard about that too.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So if you see
Radiant's bottom
Smoking up. Paparazzi wants to find the Wraith King. If they get the second kill right away, this would be huge. Glimpse. We'll buy him a little bit of space, but Tank's like, sup? With the wraparound, Fissure comes out. It actually blocks off the stairs. He can't get out.
blink it a couple seconds.
Paparazzi with the Sonic Wave. He finishes it off. What a fissure by Tank. That was so sick.
That's why this is one of the only people that we see still playing this Earthshaker, but he makes it work. The Fissure blocks, he pulls a turnaround in these fights with the Echo Slams. Every game he's on this hero is absolutely insane. Now 2K.
He just got top tower.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
He has a Midas.
Very
Radiant's
nice here.
middle
Zinking trying to
tower is
rotate
under
up here.
attack.
He got this one up, but he was a little bit too slow. In fact,
I thought he would go on the Zinking there, but he can always just Burrow Strike out. He did go back and finish up the Hooded Defiance, it
he
seems.
didn't have mana for Burrow Strike.
It's soaring.
Radiant's bottom tower is
true.
under attack.
Excellent point, Ricky.
Dire's structures are fortified.
You're welcome enough. Every once in a while I make valid points. Not often though.
I think you're a valid caster, Ricky.
Hey, not the type of validation I'm looking for.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where do you even go right now on this Enigma? It looks like he's just trying to take up the enemy jungle and farm with these Eidolons. And honestly, the thing that's so weird about this is you're playing it like a Doom, right?
So why not just pick Doom?
Yeah, right. That's what I'm wondering. You're playing it like Doom. I guess you got the tower a lot faster since you have the Eidolons, because a lot of times the other options are you go for things like the Hood of Defiance into the Helm of the Overlord, right, with the Enigma, and you just play with the summons and stuff like that. Ava, top lane. We're gonna try and find him.
Some pain onto the Sand King.
Well, do they commit the black hole? They do. That is some real hate. The Fissure from downtown will buy him some space, but Echo ends up finishing off, or oh, it goes away the Wraith King. Even better for the side of CDEC.
Yep, not bad. Unfortunately, Tank's rotation was all for naught. They interrupted the black hole, but could not save that Sand King. Mid lane.
Mid finds Ignis. The help of DY will root him down and get himself another kill.
All right, clean pick up there. And yeah, you do get the top tower. You got that kill off on the Sand King, but they'll get mid for this one. Skillington's on their side thanks to was it the Skillington Warriors from the Summon? Or was
it was DY's Soul Trummener.
Radiant's middle
Oh
tower.
my god, I said Soul Trummener again.
You did.
Dude, I said that once like 3 years ago, and now I can only say it. Clockwork, found in the jungle here by the Morphling. Some robot on robot action, Neff. Very cool.
Battle boss.
Tumbles on in. Dude, I love battle bots. That was some cool stuff. On to DY here. He's soaked up a lot of the damage. 3 points in these Nature's Attendants, but yeah, there's too many heroes here now. They will end up finishing him off.
The Morphling gets out. Echo got a kick out of that one. And I mean, this, you lose the Enchantress, but this is making space for Tank to work on his Blink Dagger. This is how the nature of position 4 Shaker. He doesn't find much farm in the laning phase. All he can really do is try to find himself a couple of kills, and then, you know, like just before 10 minutes and, you know, before 50 minutes, you need to give some space for the Earthshaker to farm. Because the Blink Dagger is so crucial for setting up kills and turning fights. If you don't do that, then you kind of fall off. So, even though he's positioned forward, he's got the priority for farming the safest area of the map right now. He's only got another 150 gold to go until now that Blink Dagger is completed. And then he can start making some plays with his team. Morphling working on first item, Lincoln Sphere. I mean, against these heroes, it makes sense. It'll save you from Glimpse, Static Link, Wraith Fire Blast, you know, all these initiations, yeah. And you kind of have to play far forward on Morphling this game because, you know, the next hero that does it is the Sand King. So
being able to play up on the Razor is important too, because you can like waveform in, morph into the Razor, and go for a static link, and Razor just can't do the same, right? You can't unless that Lincoln Sphere gets popped. So pretty even though, 4 to 8. A little bit of a gold lead here for Xtreme. The Sand King having a fantastic game so far. Ava on his way to his Blink Dagger. We'll have that here fairly shortly. Where are we on Zhaofu? He's almost got his Blink Dagger as well. Black hole coming out cooldown in just 25 seconds.
But again, it is fairly easy to interrupt this one on the Earthshaker, on the Sand King, Morphling too. So I think we might not see a black hole immediately after he gets his Blink Dagger. The BKB is crucial.
Absolutely. The Tank almost has a Blink Dagger.
Where is he right now?
He's only about
up in the top one. Yeah, he's got it.
Got it. Yeah, he was just finishing up that creep wave, and you now have a Blink Shaker. Like just the 14-minute mark. That's pretty dang good for the 4 position.
Yeah, he has died 2 times, slowed it down a little bit, but he set up a bunch of kills for his team. Again, he's been farming up this top lane by himself for a little bit. They need to make space for him. Now, like they'll look for some plays onto Disruptor, onto probably Zhaofu. Enigma is going to be one of your main targets, easiest to find if you just get a quick stun off onto him.
DY actually kind of playing some tricks here against the Enigma bottom, like trying to bait him out with like this Centaur creep the whole time. And then once the Centaur's about to die, he just enchanted one of the Eidolons and then started killing all the other Eidolons with it.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Smoked up here in the river. DY is not the hero that they want, so they will back off a little bit, but they're about to find out that Xtreme is also smoked right on the other side here. Fissure comes out, the Tumbler Toy not in time, but a big Static Storm Kinetic Field managed to trap down the Sand King, and the Fissure gonna split this fight up a little bit. Echo wants to finish him off, but there's the Blink reveal. Tank comes in, catches the Echo, looking for Ignis as well. Gonna give it on over to Paparazzi. Double kill for him. Hook shot through the clockwork, but he's alone. Another fissure block. The black hole only finds one on the high ground. It's just gonna be that Sand King. Raid King trying to run away. Pigpole comes through tank with the stun, but no real follow-up at this point. A 3-for-1. Not even needing the Morphling for this.
Yeah, and they had to commit black hole to get that Sand King, which they kind of did have to, otherwise it would have been way too much of a loss in that team fight. But you get 3 heroes, XP ends up swinging like 1,000 in your favor. 600 700 gold going the side of Xtreme Gaming, and now
almost all of it going to Paparazzi actually, which he has a full orchid on the courier right now.
Yeah,
I was like, this guy has to have some other money somewhere.
Yeah. Lincoln Sphere completed on Morphling as well. Yeah, double null talisman Orchid, and he's going to be working towards this BKB next on the Queen of Pain. So nice blink tag revealed there by the Earthshaker. Getting onto high ground, clearing out some of his heroes. Rough initiation. That was such a quick reaction by Ignis, dropping that Static Storm. That team fight goes, I think, significantly worse if you don't get that initial silence off on the Sand King.
Oh, absolutely. Bottom lane Clockwork almost picked off there, but nice reaction there with the cogs. Every time I see Clockwork in a game, I am sweating. Neff, I think you know why.
Oh, absolutely. The Ricky special.
Yeah. Never again.
Here again. The Dark Troll or Soul Trumpeter.
Is under attack.
He's almost got his BKB completed. Just needs another 350 gold, but they're wasting a lot of time with this smoke, and I'm not sure they'll even connect it onto anybody. If they get Ignis, you know, I don't think Ignis is too concerned with the amount of time that they spent. Yeah, they tried to
linking past just in case. Yeah, I think maybe they'll find the Razor, but it doesn't happen. He's already TP down, so Ignis basically tanking the gank there.
They care that little about him. They just try to go right past him and find somebody else. But they'll get the tier 1 tower in the top lane as they'll shove the lane in while they're doing all this. Trying to trade the bottom
though. Xiaofu is down here with Eidolons. On his way to his BKB, the Blink Dagger completed like you were talking about.
Yep, and they're hoping someone TP's down here to defend. They've got Clockwork. Yeah, they ping him out. They go, all right, no one touched that tower. Flare into the trees. They would very easily die to this Enigma plus Clockwork combination. 3 points of Midnight Pulse.
Sand King's coming.
Bold move.
It's hard to initiate on to just the Sand King because you don't have Black Hole for another 30 seconds. And there's no one else that really wants to dive behind the tower because if he gets the Sandstorm off, you're going to take so much damage.
Yeah, none of these people have protection right now either. The protection... Well, yeah, none of them have protection.
Radiant are scanning.
Clockwork needs to buy some.
Radiant's
oh, he got dust coming out towards him, but his courier gets sniped by DY.
It's just too good. This Enchantress has done some serious work this game. It's one of the reasons it's actually it is a hero that we see picked up a lot in NA. Like people, like the top NA teams love the Enchantress. It's almost always banned.
Middle tower is under attack.
And I'm really happy to see it getting played, you know, in every region because this hero is really strong in my opinion right now. Echo has the money for the BKB. Yep, gonna buy it. DY finds him. Tumblr's forward. Echo is out. Dude, the Tumbler toy has actually saved him almost like twice this game now.
He didn't have enchant there.
Oh, he didn't?
No, it was on cooldown.
It was on cooldown. Okay, well, would have been fine. Mid lane though, Clockwork gonna meet the Orchid of Paparazzis. He now gets himself a monster kill. He's 8-0 already.
That's why we call him Paparazzi. He's came up with that joke myself.
Didn't we say that yesterday? Didn't I actually come up with that yesterday?
No, you're mistaken.
Okay, you're right. It must have been you.
It was really clever and smart, so it was probably me. All right. Almost BKB completed on the Queen of Pain. She just needs another 1,600 gold. Once that one's done, she could be able to play further forward. Doesn't need to be afraid of getting stunned up by several of these heroes. Philosopher's going out now to go to the Enchantress or Earthshaker.
Yeah, good old money orb. You love those. It's got to go on the Shaker, right?
Yeah. It's done off the
Enchantress actually really uses that damage.
They control the majority of the map right now on Extreme, but so it leads me to believe they might try to take the Roshan. I think
not controlling the Wraith King though. I mean, he's still top net worth, has the BKB done, queues up a Blink Dagger. The problem you have is how in the world are you going to kill this Morphling? It's got to be like a BKB black hole, right? That is it.
Static Storm can do it. But not if he gets, well, I guess if he's got this much HP. I don't know. If you get a very quick initiation, or like catch him coming out of his smoke with the Static Storm, like you can kill the Morphling.
What a second ward placement. Dude, Tank is so smart. He saw them under the ward. They gets the D ward. He like zooms over, places a ward in the mid lane, and catches their smoke as they come across. So
yeah,
that was so sick.
Fine. Everyone's just going to play back at the moment. Yeah, even Paparazzi in the bottom lane moves all the way back into her own base. We don't want to deal with that blink black hole BKB on the Enigma. I think now Extreme Gaming will be a little bit hesitant to show themselves, because if they get caught out by this Enigma, they just like lose the hero no matter what. They are out farming them at the moment though. You control more of the map than Extreme do.
Check out Paparazzi's build. He just built a Aeon disc right away. He's like, all right, I don't want to die this game. BKB doesn't help me. I'm buying an Aeon disc.
Interesting. To buy one this quickly is it's kind of a
rare.
Crazy move.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because the cooldown does go up each time you activate it. It goes up to like, what, 185 seconds or something now?
At max? Yeah, it only goes up to, it like scales 3 times, right? Yeah, 3 additional cooldown levels to 165. Lane,
yeah.
Wraith King, still has the BKB, still has Reincarnation. He's gonna jump forward, finish him off here on Paparazzi. And a blink to safety, he is out. Level 2 Reincarnation, so it's not the longest cooldown, but obviously he really needs to get to the level 3. Top lane, the Black Hole committed. They will take down Ava. The rest of them will just back out. He has now eaten 2 Black Holes.
Unfortunately, DY just can't keep up with Storm Surge. The very cool and interesting ability on Razor. Can we pull up the ability real quick for the viewers?
Which one? I'm sorry.
Storm Surge.
Yes. 20% movement speed. Very cool.
What a well thought out ability. Enemy team jungle, they're now invading it. They feel like they can play a little bit more aggressive while Black Hole is on cooldown. So actually going to go straight into this Roche pit. Morphling will make quick work of this one. It's at max agility.
And 5 Scotty completed, plus the untouchable, right, from Enchantress. This thing's there's no chance. Flare will reveal this. They have Hookshot available and Disruptor as well to get the D-Ward. Question is, can they actually start the fight? Paparazzi gonna come off on the backside, jump right in, gets the Orchid out onto the Disruptor, but a great hookshot and Echo doing a lot of damage. He's gonna go ahead and get the Aeon Disc to save him for the moment. The Morphling does need to be careful as he comes in. Oh, he gets caught by the silence, but there's no follow-up damage. They actually can't do anything, and Paparazzi able to get the kill with that Sonic Wave, but stunned up. He ends up paying for it. Clockwork trying to just zone out these other heroes here on Extreme, but the kill gonna go the way of the Enchantress.
Definitely, oh god, an awkward, assembling of that Aeon disc there. He was saving it for the right moment, and I think he used it too early because nothing was really keeping him disabled. He just kind of jumped into a Midnight Pulse and tried to play further forward there, but when he really did need it, he wasn't able to activate it. BKB definitely would have been preferential there, but at the very least, they're going to get Roshan off of this.
And Morphling queuing up the Aghanim Scepter next, so it's gonna be time to slam fairly soon, you know.
Bounty.
This is Earthshaker. Speaking of slams and jamming, he's got Force Staff as a second item. Makes sense. Be able to get away from this Clockwork.
Yep, you need it. And then he's on the way to the Shard as well, so he'll get free pathing on his Fissure, plus the extra Echo trigger, or the other extra Aftershock trigger on spells. Ooh, Clockwork. Gonna get found here, picked out by the Morphling. It reduces cooldown by 2 seconds. I did not know that. Orchid here onto the Razor. They are going to hold Paparazzi in place, but he still gets the blink. Static Storm was 1 second off of cooldown. He's gonna glimpse away tank, and Echo will TP out. Ignis trying to do the same. He gets it.
Ooh. Could not get over there any faster. So they get out of that one, but BKB was committed there on the Razor, meaning 8 seconds. So they're gonna push down mid with this, and I don't think they're gonna be able to stop them. Not with this Aegis as well. I mean, they've got Black Hole available on the Enigma, but he's on the other side of the map. Someone needs to move through the jungle and make sure they've got vision for this Enigma coming in. Looks like it's going to be Tank and Paparazzi.
TPing behind the tower is going to be the Wraith King, but he's going to find DY. The flak damage as well, quite a bit. If he gets another crit, DY might just go down. He dies to the flare instead. Wraith King in a little bit of trouble, but the hookshot comes out. There's the black hole. He ends up catching 2. Can actually finish off the Queen of Pain, though. The Aeon just protecting her. She gets the blink out. Tank going to go down, and Morphling still on the backside. Wraithfire Blast stunned up. He does have the Aegis still chasing after Zhao Fu. Will be able to finish off that kill, and now needs to be careful. Got the static link. In comes the static storm, though. Doesn't really connect onto any of them. The Wraith King reincarnation is going to come through in a moment. Yule's buying them just a little bit of time for Paparazzi to get on out of here.
That was such a sick Yules there by Ava. That saved the Queen of Pain so hard. Not just from like that auto attack, but the Glim pulling him back too. Perfect timing on that. And they end up getting out. Yeah, the Aeon Disc ended up being the right choice for that team fight right there. No way Paparazzi survived without that item. And next going to work on the Assault Cross. Unfortunately, Sand King couldn't provide the most in that team fight. He ended up getting jumped by the Clockwork on the back line. Hit him with the hook shot, so he couldn't just like epicenter burrow strike in. But the fight does go the way of Xtreme Gaming in the end. They get the XP, they get the gold advantage, end up taking out 3 heroes for the 2. Well, they did give up Aegis as well.
They're smoking.
I don't think
back
they're going to get great use out of this one.
Oh, Wraith King, 10 seconds off that reincarnation. He has BKB, but he doesn't get the opportunity to use it. 75 seconds sideline now.
Yeah. Before he gets that AC done as well. We'll take map control again here.
Trying to
top lane.
got their eyes on
be able to get Paparazzi, but he's got a BKB and an Aeon Disc. This is not an easy kill.
No, not anymore. Static Storm is not enough.
Unless he gets an Aghanim Scepter, but I don't think you're going to see Nantha for a very long time. Blink Dagger's queued up as his next item.
Zhao Fu's got a refresher queued up, as well as the Razor.
Oh, Ava changed his mind. Oh, never mind. What did he end up getting? This is great.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Morphling just about almost 200 gold away from this Aghanim Scepter. Tank now trying to finish leveling up the Enchant Totem. We'll have the 4th level here in just a moment.
They went for the Aeon Disc. They're just tired of getting blown up by this black hole in the Enigma.
Yeah, I think it makes sense. The refresher, though, is a little bit of a concern. For sure.
And that one's going to be done quickly as well. He's holding on to the Psychic Headband. I actually do like extra cast range on Enigma, to be honest.
It is really sick, yeah. You can position the black hole a lot better.
Yeah, you can position it better. You can blink from further away. Obviously, having the magic community and the blink dagger, like your 2 most important things. Refresher is also pretty. There's like so many items that are important on him, but cast range is pretty cool. Let's get it closer to this refresher orb as well.
Dire are
He'll
scanning.
be there in the next probably like 2 minutes. He
He's
doesn't
just
get caught
holding
out.
buyback, I think. He's what, 90 gold off of buyback. Should be able to get it soon. But just bought the recipe for that refresher.
Yeah. Buyback is important if Xtreme are playing so far on your side of the map. If you go down and you're not able to get back in the game and hit them with a black hole, they pick you up and you straight up lose off of that. They're hesitant to group up and push otherwise. All right, maybe not. I think he's just going to go straight up buy the refresher without saving up for buyback. And Echo has his as well.
Yeah, he needs a little bit more here. I mean, the thing is, the refresher on Enigma is a game-winning item if it actually pays off, right? If you manage to get like 2 big heroes in a Chronos or in a well, it's pretty massive.
We have seen
Chain Stunning the Wraith King mid. We're just dumping damage in here from DY's Enchantress, and they're getting 4 staffed up onto the high ground, but there it is, refresher for Zhao Fu. So 2 black holes, 2 midnight pulses, 2
Radiant's bottom
BKBs.
tower is under attack. Illusion.
Not easy to survive that anymore.
Is a great
And
conductor.
this looks so silly on the Disruptor, the Thunder Trick with the egg shard. I mean, it's good, but it just looks very funny.
All right, bottom lane. They're gonna be able to find Enigma mid before he gets the BKB off. Xiaofu able to do it. He drops the black hole, but he just dies. Paparazzi snipes him, and now the thing you've been waiting for is not there. Echo doing what he can here, trying to take down one after another. He pops his refresher, trying to chase after them. But the static link, the second one instantly interrupted. The chain stuns are now coming back the other way, and he gets sniped. 2 heroes dead for CDEC.
Tower is under attack.
And this is why you should have saved for buyback. I mean, that single usage of the black hole, it ended up being completely useless. You can't get back up when they're on your side of the base. That fight completely botched. Second BKB never ended up coming out from the Razor either. That was such a sick snipe there by Paparazzi, and you're going to lose your racks off of this.
Are under attack.
I mean, I feel like you're gonna lose 2 lanes of racks. Like, there's no way for you to stop them on this push.
Radiant's middle barracks has
They're going to
fallen.
try to take a second. I mean, this tier 3
Radiant's
tower
middle
is sitting
barracks
pretty
are under
low.
attack.
He was back up in 10 seconds, so does have Refresher Orb available, so could try to drop another black hole, but you need damage coming into this, and
Radiant's bottom tower has
still a
fallen.
little ways away from the Static Storm. Yeah, they're going to respect this Enigma. They realized that he did have the Refresher Orb, and they're going to back up.
Oh man, that is like worst case scenario. You get this refresher, and then you just get sniped right at the front edge of that base.
Yeah.
He popped that BKB and dropped the black hole, but just the pure damage from Sonic Wave, man, just a little bit too much for him to deal with, and could have been really good otherwise.
Paladin Sword now found.
Someone was trying to tell me that bounty runes don't like actually gain value over time anymore.
Is under attack.
They do.
They do, right?
Yeah, you just picked up 2 for 90 gold. Otherwise, one of them would have been less.
Someone was trying to convince me that it's just like a visual bug and that they don't actually get 90 gold each. I was like,
well, I don't know. I don't know that, but you know, that's a very easy thing to check.
Yeah.
My version of Dota is that stonks, baby. You leave those bounty runes to appreciate in wealth.
Yeah, baby.
Worth more later.
That's what it looks like to me. That's what I've always thought.
Dire are scanning.
Oh, this person just doesn't like money. Or he doesn't like people leaving the bounty runes around. One of the two.
There's a gem on Wraith King now. Finished up his Assault Cuirass on his way to a Basher.
It was odd to see them just sitting there, but I think they're hesitant to go very far outside their base right now. He's all these stuns on the side of Xtreme Gaming. Earthshaker especially with like Earthshaker and Sand Game both have like the blinks and then like long distance stuns.
Yeah.
It becomes very scary to play away from your team. You can get caught out from like
You also have
2,000,
Morphling who can play as
3,000
either of them too, right? Who has an axe, so you have even longer range stuns.
Exactly.
Smoke up here from both teams. They're pushing down mid lane. The question is, do they know that the rest of the team is there? I mean, this is like the dream for the Enigma. If he manages to find him, Clockwork gets the vision, but the jump out from the Morphling, Xiaofu goes in. He only finds the Enchantress on the first black hole, but he's still got a second. DY manages to survive. The Sonic Wave comes through, and Xiaofu hasn't been able to do much, but I think he goes back and he pops the black hole. This time onto the Morphling, the damage. Can they actually bring him down? He waveforms out, they get nothing. Paparazzi will be able to finish off that Enigma, and Echo now trying to chase down DY on the Enchantress, turning his attention on over to tank. Ava jumps in, finds the Wraith King. He's gonna fall. And now Echo left here all alone, but will be able to TP home.
Oh, just barely gets out there on the Disruptor as well, but that was everything you had. That second black hole not securing anyone. You still don't have buyback available on the Enigma. They're gonna go for Roshan here,
too.
but yeah, you lost everything. I mean, it was a nice try. They held the Morphing for 4 seconds, but you know he was already attribute shifting over to strength. So, you may survive that. Your pure damage just doesn't end up being enough. And
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I don't see how they survive this one after they go for this next push with the Aegis. Clockwork. A nice try. Wait, can you get it? No.
That would have been pretty epic if he did, but nice reaction there from Sand King sitting outside the pit to respond with the Burrow Strike, so.
Yep. Next, Morphling going to be going for this Daedalus, just looking to go full damage. He's holding on to the Egg Shard as well. I mean,
He'll take it,
already has
100%.
this. Yeah.
The extra adaptive strike is just nice.
Yeah, here they come into your base. Top lane is pushed all the way in. I think Paparazzi's going to deal with this one while the Morphling cleans up the bottom racks, but this is going to take a while. The safe from Mega Creeps for now. And you always do have a way back into the game with Black Hole. That is one thing that Enigma gives you.
Ooh, he manages to find Tank on the Earthshaker. Can he actually finish him off? He needs one more auto attack. He gets saved. Glimpse right back into his hands, though, and the Wraith King just trying to fight 1v1 here against the Morphling. He doesn't manage to do it, and Ava pops that Echo Center, but his blink got canceled. It doesn't matter. You lose the Wraith King. He's going to buy back in here. Ava, Aeon Disc gets proc. Zhao Fu doesn't have Black Hole for 30 seconds. Paparazzi hits him with the silence. The BKB comes out anyway as he jumps in very aggressively. You'll lose the Clockwork with a quick snipe there. Sand King goes down as well. A real scrappy fight here.
I managed to catch all these heroes. There was dodges on like the Wraithfire Blast and whatnot coming up from the Sand King, but they came into that fight a little bit awkwardly, and the Wraith King buying back means he was able to pump out a lot of damage to finish heroes off. They lose him again, they lose the game. But I think they're just, desperately trying to survive like these team fights and not give up much more of their base when their Black Hole's on cooldown.
Yeah,
They
it's
were
basically what
desperate
it
to
is,
take that away.
right?
They
They're
did.
waiting for the Black Hole to come back.
Yeah, so they had to throw like so much there and expend the Wraith King buyback, but they did manage to protect the racks. And yeah, they're not able to get Mega Creeps up all at once now because this is how shoved in this top lane was. Paparazzi was trying to deal with that and was forced to come into the fight. Still
I
hold.
like the Satanic he has queued up.
My waters rise.
Paparazzi?
Yeah, that's really sick.
Why do you go for that anyway? I mean, it applies a Dispel that'll help you from Malefice on the Enigma. But
It's Malefice, Disruptor, and
Disruptor what? I mean, he doesn't really care about the Thunderstrike. He's gonna be
Thunderstrike.
dropping Thunderstrike on his allies because he's got the shard.
yeah, that's true, huh?
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Wait up.
Ignis found here by DY, jumping on the Wraith King, trying to bring down the Enchantress, but the Black Hole comes in. They find the Morphling. That's the first one. Can they get a second one? The BKB, the second Midnight Pulse, the second Black Hole. They need to bring down him in time, and they've got the damage. He finally falls. Zhao Fu, he's waited all game for this. Shaker gonna find the dust. Big epicenter. Paparazzi, Sonic Wave in a couple seconds, trying to just take down the Razor. He will get it. Wraith King trying to TP home, but Eul's there to interrupt it. The rest of the team's gonna leave him behind. This is a dieback if he goes down. You can't afford to lose this guy. Sonic Wave, the silence is there, trying to hold his ground, but it doesn't matter. There he's dead. 115 seconds.
I think Paparazzi's gonna keep going forward. The super low cooldown blink. Yeah, he sees Zhao Fu.
Flicker as well.
Yeah.
Pops the BKB, jumps on in. He's going to be able to catch him with that hook shot, and Zhao Fu will just TP out. Buyback on the Morphling, buyback on the Shaker. I mean, they know there's no Wraith King. You just end the game.
Are fortified.
This is the optimal play. Wraith King down for 90 seconds. No Black Holes available. They don't want to wait for this and give them the opportunity to come back in this game because Black Hole refresher, honestly, it is scary. I mean, this is the same as you're able to play it. It's an aggressive play. They're going to try to buy back here on the Razor, but there's nothing that they can do to this.
He's got an ult. That's like about it, and it's not looking good. Zhao Fu goes in, pops the Midnight Pulse. They all just blink away. He's like, psych, I don't have a Black Hole. They're going to be able to just stun him up. The Enigma, he's going to fall, has buyback available. It doesn't seem like there's much left you can do here. It's Paparazzi just focusing down the base Echo, trying to steal what damage he can, but the GGs get dropped, and Xtreme Gaming will take the first.
Best they could with what they had. I mean, they stalled the game out decently for that the Blink Dagger, the Black Hole, the Refresher Orb on the Enigma, but they played around them pretty well on Xtreme. The first couple of Black Holes didn't really get you much. Cut out the Enchantress once. You tried to get the Queen. the paint, but she already had her Aeon disc completed with another one of them. I feel like Xtreme, they're just too good at playing around the side cooldown ability. And
Dire team
The
ban.
only issue is that
Radiant
you have no
team
like real
ban.
stuns between the Weaver and the OD right now. You can disable someone for a little bit, take them out of the team fight with the Astral Imprisonment, but that and the Weaver, you need a little bit of lockdown, especially if you're dealing with this SB. Otherwise, he is way too free of a game. The ban out's more playing the ban
10
out.
seconds remaining.
You got to get rid of the darks here if you're playing against a Spear Breaker.
5
It is
seconds
just
remaining.
way too good. You're able to stay on top of them with that Ion Shell, the haste, makes your charge just do so much damage. And to get rid of the Monkey King as well on the side of CDEC. The Monkey King's surprising to me. I mean, it's been pretty popular, but I don't think it's
10
great against the
seconds
Razor.
remaining.
It doesn't feel exceptionally strong against the
5
Razor either.
seconds remaining.
But it is one of those things where, depending on like the offlane they want to go with, the Monkey King could be really
Radiant
annoying.
team ban.
Maybe they plan on picking up Tidehunter here. It's still in the pool. So it's fallen off a little bit since TI.
It hasn't had a lot of success. Like there's like been some like standout performances, right, with Tidehunter, but it feels like its
10
win rate
seconds
does not
remaining.
reflect how much it was getting picked for sure. Like it feels like that hero was
5 seconds
struggling
remaining.
a little bit.
Master Bandit. I mean, we saw one series earlier. You don't want to deal with too much aggression coming out from that hero. It's all heroes that are solid in the early game or like early mid game that they've gotten rid of here on side of Xtreme.
Could be that they want to go like the Meteor Hammer Midas build on this OD, and so he needs a little bit of more space to get there.
Radiant team pick.
Or they want to pick like a more like greedy one position and play the OD kind of fast.
Yeah, I think
Dire
paparazzi
team
usually like
Grim's
usually ends up carrying from the mid lane, so they have a lot of options with what they want to pick as their position one. You can pick something that brawls a little bit earlier and then run like a very greedy mid laner like OD. Like you can even go Midas on OD this game, and I don't think he'd be too heavily punished. But usually we see
10
Meteor Hammer picked up
seconds
as the
remaining.
absolute first item.
5 seconds remaining.
Sorry, I'm thinking about this Grimstroke pickup. It's okay, you get the double static link off onto people, but outside of that, I'm not crazy about it.
Charge
it's
is
possible
kind
that-
of interesting, right? Because if you charge one, you don't like. Do you like charge? Do you finish the charge and then instantly charge the other, or is it just like just ignores the interaction?
Dire team
I
pick.
think you charge the other immediately after it lands.
Right? I thought
But
that's.
no.
I don't remember. It's really weird.
I don't know how that one works actually. I'd imagine that you charge the other one. The issue with that is if you charge somebody, a lot of time you're going to break the soul bind by the time it
Yeah.
lands. But
You
usually
might break it. Yeah.
it interacts the same
10
way that
seconds remaining.
Lincoln Sphere
Like-
does. So if usually
5
when you
seconds
charge
remaining.
a Lincoln's target, it breaks the Lincolns globally, and he can't like split into. All right, I'm gonna say that he splits into 2 Spirit Breakers, and he's gonna play 2 heroes for the rest of the game.
That would be cool. I'm about that.
That's my can. That's my version of Dota.
Did they ever fix that like Meepo bug where he like creates like infinite versions of heroes with his shard?
Yeah, that's fixed.
Okay.
Radiant team pick.
I'm pretty sure that's fixed.
It was like where you like do the toss a Meepo onto a Lotus Orb and then just spawns heroes.
yeah, yeah, that one's fixed.
Good.
Bloodseeker gotten rid of next here.
Nope,
Um,
it's picked up.
Oh, sorry, yeah, picked up here.
That's a big pick
10
here because I think their
seconds
plan
remaining.
is to probably run this Spirit Breaker as a
5
support now.
seconds
Like I
remaining.
don't think you can run it as a 3 or a 2 like you may have wanted because
Dire team
now
ban.
Bloodseekers makes it way too hard.
Faceless void.
Bulldoze is a good counter to the Rupture, but overall you can just lock this Razor in place now. You don't have to worry about it.
Grab Faces Void next. All right. I was almost certain that they were going to pick Doom here. Like you probably thought they were going to run Spirit Breaker Division 3,
10
but double
seconds
Doom,
remaining.
Doom plus Grimstroke is super sick, and the Razor's probably going to be run in the
5
mid lane.
seconds remaining.
They go for the Faces Void as the carry, and they do have the opportunity to ban out this Doom if they really don't want to play against it on the side of Xtreme. And I do think it's something that you should get rid of.
Yeah, it's definitely has to be on the front of their mind. But the question is like, are there other
Radiant
lane
team
heroes they're
ban.
more worried about? I guess this is probably an off lane Bloodseeker.
Yeah, Probably an offlane Bloodseeker.
It's only really needed for its rupture this game. That's about it.
Batrider
10
got rid of his
seconds
the
remaining.
last ban here on Xtreme.
5
Curious. I mean,
seconds
I don't
remaining.
think that's so weird because Batrider is not good against OD or Bane. I don't think it's good against those heroes at all.
Yeah, but double lasso and stuff like that is pretty rough.
Double lasso is kind of
Dire
scary.
team ban.
It's also just like one of the things is like if you get soul binded, it's really hard to like build distance against the Batrider.
Mhm.
And yeah, if he just has BKB, your only option really is to just Fiend's Grip him. Otherwise, he's getting the double lasso.
Radiant team ban.
What are you most afraid of if you're on the side of Xtreme? To that for me.
Oh, they banned Zhao Fu's Enigma again. They just don't want to. They don't want to have to deal with it. They don't have as many answers to the black holes as they did last game, right? You had Fissure, Sand King, Morphling
10
becoming
seconds remaining.
like Earthshaker or Sand King. Like
5 seconds
the only thing you'd really
remaining.
have this game would be a Astral Save from the OD, which you still have for the black hole or for the Chronosphere. But as far as carries go, you need something that can survive the Chronosphere. I mean, you have to ban the
Dire
Wraith King,
team
right?
pick.
Don't ban the Wraith King. Instead, they ban out the
Radiant team
Ursa.
pick.
Okay.
Lycan.
The last pick is going to be Lycan on Xtreme. It makes it kind of a toss-up for who's going where now. Because I feel like Bloodseeker and Lycan are both running in the safe lane
10
and the offlane, so they can switch this up
remaining.
depending on whatever their last matchup is.
I mean, we've even seen
I think-
Lycan in the mid lane too. Like this hero can really go anywhere as long as it's a decent lane. I would guess that it's going to be the Lycan safe lane because, like I said, I think Bloodseeker really only needs to be used as a rupture bot this game. But depending on what offlaner you grab here, they could swap it around.
Yeah, I'm less crazy about Doom now that I see the Lycan. And the single target isn't going to do too much to Lycan and all of his summoned units and his summon the Overlord. It would be okay against the OD. You know, it would give you something to shut down Paparazzi. You would have double Doom available as well. Hide Hunter is still in the pool. You could run that against the Lycan. That wouldn't be too bad.
Yeah.
Survive his click damage. You could use a little bit more disable as well. I feel like Tide's not bad.
Tide does not feel
Choose
bad.
your
You just don't
hero.
have a lot of damage to follow up the Chronospheres this game with that. Okay, so it's going to be an offlane Razor. They're going to take Puck.
Right, not what I was expecting. I was almost certain that it would be Razor in the mid lane, but yeah, I guess they prioritize a little bit more catch for these heroes, given that they've got Spirit Breaker and Puck to kind of force these engagements, and they've got like Faceless Void and Razor to fall back on once you do keep these enemies locked into place. You have a lot of rundown potential on CDEC here. Xtreme Gaming, they have their work cut out for them. But some good tools to take the team fights themselves. I think it's going to come down to how hard Xtreme Gaming win their lanes. If they can just stomp CDEC in the lanes here, then I don't think that they have any potential to come back into the game. So
Yeah, it is going to be an offlane Lycan though, so they are going to try and just play the Bloodseeker as your safe laner here. And honestly, Bloodseeker has seen like one of these like ridiculously like hyper, like really strong hyper carries if he's given space and farm, and like if he's able to get to the late game scenarios. Like he does do an incredible amount of damage. So curious to see how it pays off for him. Lycan's got to be able to make a lot of space for him from the off lane though.
let's go. Here we are, Ricky.
Excited, man. Game 2, a lot on the line here. For CDEC, obviously, like they need to get the win. Otherwise, well, I mean, they're already going to be relegated. But if they manage to take a series off of Xtreme will go to that good old golden 4-2, which I'm not sure if you know this, but 4 other teams currently are at 4-2.
No, it's not. It's not this game that we need Xtreme to lose to have the 4-way tiebreak.
That would be
It
the
is,
Sparking
the
Arrow
next-
one tomorrow.
Yeah, that'll put Sparking Arrow Gaming at 4 wins and 2 losses, or sorry, 5 wins, 2 losses overall. Because that's the magic score that we're looking for. We're looking at everyone being 5 and 2. So Xtreme have to win this one, then lose that one tomorrow. YBB need to be able to take the game off of Shenzhen, and then Asda Aries needs to beat Magma for this all to happen. Actually, that could go either way, and there'll be a tie.
Yep.
30 seconds to battle.
It's gonna be a nightmare for the TO. Feel bad. I wonder what that one's going to look like. Could shake things up a lot if they were to win this series, though. So CDEC, they've got good heroes for it. I really do like the rundown potential and the damage that they have with their heroes, but again, a lot of this comes down to how hard they're able to win these lanes.
Nightmare top
This is not a
onto
good
the
start.
Razor. Yeah, not a great start here. Paparazzi will drop the Astral just to make sure they get the space to bring down Zhaofu, and they give the first blood to the OD. Probably the scariest person to give first blood to in this game.
Yeah, I mean, all the time it's given to the mid lane for that one. It's given to the mid lane for that 1v1 matchup, but Paparazzi has already played Insane without that advantage at level 1, so Echo's gonna have a very tricky time in this game. He's gonna start with an extra null talisman.
We can always come back to the mid lane in just a moment. Not going to see a lot of action here at level 1, but we have the offlane Lycan versus the Faceless Void. So you don't really like, you do have like the Ink Swell like into Time Walk, which is like a really strong combo, and Lycan obviously not a hero that has a lot of armor, so Faceless Void can be pretty strong in this matchup. I think Ava's gonna struggle a little bit here, but we'll see how it goes.
As long as he's okay for this first wave, then he'll do all right. He's got no items. How many iron will keep up his first item?
Oh, you're right. He's just getting fairy tangos from Tank.
Yeah. Tank.
All right. Well, armor problem equals solved.
He just needs one more last hit on a creep here, and they'll be able to send it out. He's about to get it. He's pulled it all the way back into his range creep.
Swell does catch Tank, though. A lot of damage. Oh, just off the mark with that Stroke of Fate. It might have been enough to actually save him. It's a nice little sidestep there by the Weaver.
Dalvin clarities himself back up to full HP. We got the Helmet Iron Will coming out now for the Lycan, so that's going to solve his armor problem. He's going to have tons of HP regen between Feral Impulse and the extra from that helm, so not so much trouble dealing with the Faceless Void anymore. Just more time to talk about things like mid lane, like top lane. Even so
Charge
far.
going to be able to slow down the Bloodseeker for the moment, but Zhaofu getting body blocked here pretty nicely by DY. Holding his second point. Will they actually have the damage to finish him off? Brain Sap will do it. And again, this Bloodseeker lane doing pretty well.
There we go. Give him that big creep.
Yeah.
Love to see it. All that extra gold.
Bottom lane? Oh, he's getting chased down by Tank here. He gets him. All right, he commits for it.
Spindle.
You're just getting ran down by the wolves.
Man, you're happy to take that trade of your Tank. It gives Ava more time to CS. Doesn't have to contest to face this Void down here for a couple of seconds, and more time to heal back up with his Helmet Iron Will. Also give him the opportunity to bring him a little bit of extra regen. So he buys another set of tangos to salve, and I'm pretty sure he's just going to drop this onto Ava. Tank? Tank, you're mistaken.
Nope.
You're going to give him
Those
Tank.
belong to Tank now.
Top lane.
Are they finding the river? Ooh, yep, just another. Oh, he's going to TP out. He's fine. Spirit Breaker, very tanky.
That Hellbear Smasher almost got it in clap range. He was beside 3 heroes there.
Dude, that would have been devastating because, like, you just lose, like, the TP. I guess Spirit Breaker can charge out, so the Walk of Shame not as relevant. Bottom lane, Disruptor goes down to Tank in the summons once again. Little trade there.
Faceless Void happier about this one. That now the wave underneath the tower, Ava's gonna have a little bit more opportunity to farm.
I was gonna say, you know, he's probably happy on the Faceless Void, but Lycan's got 3 ranged creeps just sitting here to farm for free, so he's gonna get close to that level 5.
And closer to this Helm of the Dominator as well. He only needs another 300 gold for it.
River, Puck, caught by a Nightmare. Paparazzi comes in, finishes him off with one little Arcane Orb. Dude, this game is a bloodbath so far. We're up to 7 kills.
Mostly for mostly's going the way of Xtreme Gaming. Net worth pretty even across the board, but Aztec's top 3 heroes all on the side of Xtreme. And we talked about this during the draft. They need to be able to win these lanes if they want any hope of like running, like abusing the lineup and running down these Xtreme. Oh my god, the bashes! All right, never mind. DY's gonna be fine.
Oh, top lane. I was like, what bashes? I was watching the Faceless Void. I'm like, he's not bashing anybody.
Nep, you're crazy. Get out of here. Yeah, with 2 bashes in a row from the SB.
The good old Artor 3 times bash. Did you see that one?
No, I didn't.
What? Oh my god. All right. You might. I'll have to find and send you the clip. RTZ got literally triple bashed by the Spear Breaker at level 1 and died.
It sounds like an Artor moment if I've ever heard one.
He was playing safe lane Shadow Fiend and instantly dropped the outplayed voice line. It was great.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
That's Peter. They're bashing me. I miss old EG. That one was a classic. Back on topic of this game though, Faceless Void ended up expending 2 of his on I think just denying or that's just in the groups there. It is BO3. Oh shit, top lane.
Oh yeah, they get the stun onto the Spirit Breaker or onto the Bloodseeker, but it looks like he's gonna be fine. Bottom lane, Tank thinking about going in. Ava does have the Helm of the Dominator, so he's just gonna pop this Clarity, try and find a nice creep to take, and he's got some options. There's a stacked camp with 3 big boys, and he's gonna go for the Hellbear Smasher, and that's a scary one to have because Ignis here tries to run away. He gets bugged up. He's just deleted.
Yeah, way too much damage coming out from all these, and you know, being bugged up, losing all your armor as well. You're going even faster, and they're gonna push the tower off of this one. In fact, Bane TP's down here as well. So you got your Helm of the Dominator completed. You got several points into your Feral Impulse. You got Wolves and Catapult behind you. Let's go.
Tank's got an urn too. So first urn charges acquired obviously after that kill, and no one can really come down here to defend this. This Catapult plus the Helm of the Dominator is just gonna take the tower.
Look how swift this Catapult is.
Oh yeah, very swift indeed. I'd say 15 swifter. Is that for the correct number? Is that how that works? Looking for Paparazzi behind this tier 1 mid, and the team's gonna try and TP in to help, but Astral buying himself a little bit of time. I don't think it's gonna matter. They are just gonna surround him, and he will fall. Charge through from the Spirit Breaker now. Gonna connect on some more. Rupture holding Zhaofu in place for the moment with the urn as well, but a lot of damage. They even just dropped the coil onto Tank. They're gonna be able to bring him down, and Zhaofu will survive for the moment, but Bloodseeker managed to get the Spirit Breaker. Dude, he is fast.
He's going to slow down steadily as Razor heals up inside the base. I'm not sure he's going to be able to catch him. No, he's gone.
All right, well, they get Paparazzi mid, but they don't get the mid tower, which I think was one of the main things they were trying to do there with that rotation.
Yeah, they lost the bottom while all that went on. But definitely ended in their favor, though. OD dying is a big one. Faceless Void didn't want to be anywhere near bottom lane after the tier 1 went down, so he's going to be farming up top in the enemy team's jungle, but with the tier 1 still up here, they've got, you know, huge ability to just teleport up here, respond to the Faceless Void, and find kills off onto him. Tank's going to farm up a little bit up here as well. He's actually got a Eul Scepter queued up on the Weaver. Huh. He got a Eul Scepter queued up on the Weaver.
It's not bad. They just need things to stop charge, right? They don't have a lot of tools to stop the Spirit Breaker from going in. And Bulldoze is dispellable, so it does give you that option. And then on top of it, it can also like counter the Chronosphere, right?
Yeah, you just drop it on him when he's in the Chronosphere, drop it on yourself when he's about to come out. You can get out of
Bottom
Dream
lane.
Coil with it as well.
Drawn to DY. Rotation in here from the Lycan as he pops that wolf form, and Static Link gonna get broken, but just getting chased down here by the summoned units. The question is, will he be able to finish him off? He needs another clap in a couple of seconds, but Fortification comes out, will give him the flag. Avo does end up committing for the tower, now stuck inside the creep wave. Nightmare will save him for a moment, and he even gets a little salve as a present, and Ava is
Dire's
off.
middle tower.
It's Christmas time after all.
It is indeed. Meanwhile, top lane, Paparazzi chasing after Ignis, and he ends up dropping a really deep ward there. Sans Eclipse does come through, still has Astral level 4 available, and that will definitely be enough damage here to finish off the Grimstroke. Paparazzi picks up another kill.
Tank with the advanced movement inside the trees there ended up dodging out that Face's Void. He was trying to catch him, and then healed himself up with the salve and earned. No Meteor Hammer on the OD means he's not going to be able to get the kill off on a Face's Void. In fact, he's not going to go for a Meteor Hammer at all this game.
An Orchid. I actually don't mind this. Like I said, I think if you played fast with the Lycan, you're going to be really strong. And Meteor Hammer does allow you to take towers, but you don't really need to with the Lycan. Like, the Lycan is going to do all the tower pushing, right?
Dire's middle tower.
So
is
instead,
under
an
attack.
Orchid allows you to just dump out more damage from the Arcane Orb. We're going to go in. Oh, the nice bash into another bash, and OD bashed again. Yeah, that's the stuff. That's the stuff you dream about. Tank here, getting chased down by the Razor. Just going to pop that time lapse on out, and Tank pretty dang fast, pops the pig pull, but not fast enough. Finish off there with one last charge from the Spirit Breaker.
They find two, and unfortunately they're not going to be able to turn this around into anything. In bottom lane, Bloodseeker's not finding anything here either. His tower is already gone, so they're just going to lose to the top. I imagine they'll be able to take this 100-0. They're already set up around the tower. I
Dire's
don't think
top
they can
tower
defend from this
is
one. They don't have
under
any big AoE abilities.
And I just imagine being Paparazzi in that scenario. Bash, charge, bash, bash,
Dire's
bash.
top tower is under attack.
What can you do?
Sometimes you're just outplayed.
Man, sometimes you are just outplayed.
Good, you're good, I
Radiant's bottom
suppose.
tower is under
Good
attack.
players
lane,
get good
Paparazzi.
RNG. I do know that is in fact a rule with Dota 2.
Yeah. In the mid lane, Paparazzi still working on this Orchid, so I think they're going to slow down for a little bit. They're close to a couple of items on a few of these heroes. The Vlad just came out on the Lycan, but he wants the Helm of the Overlord before he hits his Nick Power Spike. The Bloodseeker only has this Maelstrom, so he's going to be farming for the next little bit, taking advantage of just one of the attack speed that he's got from Blood Rage.
God,
They want to continue to take fights though in CDEC. I mean, they've got a run at you lineup.
They need to put this first chrono to use, and DY, he's gonna be the one to pop this smoke rotation here to the mid lane. Just gonna go ahead and put that Grimstroke to sleep. Astral's about to come through, and yoink, your Chronosphere not gonna do a whole lot, and it's just like it with the summons chasing after him. He gets coiled up though, taking a ton of damage. Swallow Follow trying to juke it out, but it's not gonna happen. They get the kill. They have a little more than he can chew, but they still end up finding the kill there onto the Grimstroke. Another strike onto the Bane. Tank gets a time lapse off, trying to run. In comes Bloodseeker, has ruptured. Paparazzi also in trouble. He's gonna go ahead and rupture up Zhao Fu. Charge on through from the Spirit Breaker. Paparazzi still has Ascendan's Eclipse. He's gonna turn around and get one quick smack there to finish off that hero, but can they actually find more? Tank? He's got his eyes set on this Razor, but now turning their attention on over. Oh, there you go. The Ascendan's Eclipse perfectly timed. Allows him to get himself a double kill. Ascendan's Eclipse plus the Astral was enough to finish off that Faceless Void as well.
That team fight looked so rough for a little while. I thought there was no way that Xtreme Gaming were able to fight them there. They wasted the Chronosphere, but they outmaneuvered them so hard as they tried to dive them there. That was such a clutch ultimate by the OD there. That hammer getting dropped, catching Razor on the backside. Unfortunately, you did end up going down, but the fight ended up going your way in the end. You caught all 5 heroes after all was said and done. Did way more damage to them as well. This puck Razor was absolutely crazy there, but Xtreme Gaming still ended up winning the fight.
Bane, easy dodge of a gank as he just puts Razor to sleep.
That easy.
Good hero.
What's Echo working on next? I think that's his Witchblade coming out to him. Yeah, it is. Oh, he didn't have this in the previous fight. A huge power spike for him. He can probably find solo kills. This is completed, and this is going to be his first one.
Tank. Gonna catch a... Ooh, nice save by Paparazzi. He didn't catch anything. He's out. Nightmare from DY. Cancels the orb into a Blood Right, and Echo is dead. That is how that works. Just goes down at the end of the day. Well played there, and DY gets the D ward. So that is a really rough one for the puck.
He didn't want to coil there, but he ends up getting punished for it. Took him way too long to find that kill.
Paparazzi is about to have Orchid, man.
Yeah, and then your game becomes much harder. There it is. So all these heroes going to struggle against the Faceless Void. I think he was working on his he's working on his BKB. He went back for this Mask of Madness before he completed his Maelstrom, though. So maybe he just completes his BKB instead of completing the Maelstrom?
I mean, I feel like you need the Maelstrom. I really do. I don't think you actually really want to be involved in too many of the fights right now. DY once again gonna pop a smoke. Charge will come through, though. Plus the Witchblade slow should be more than enough damage here as they will finally finish off Bane, punish him for all his pesky deeds lately.
May you ride on nether zephyrs.
He's been a nuisance to deal with for sure. Yeah, couldn't clear out that camp fast enough. He's gonna be fine though.
Tank to the bottom lane.
Dire are scanning.
Yep.
Just gonna, I don't know, you just running around on this Weaver, having a good time. The question is, do they find him?
Dead.
Ooh, gets the ward, scouts Echo.
Echo isn't dropping these coils onto the Weaver. I guess he just feels it isn't worth
I
it.
feel like if you do,
Radiant's middle
you
tower
get ran
is
down
under
by the
attack.
Lycan, right? Like, what if if he coils the Weaver, you can't fight with again to the Lycan at all.
Yeah, but that requires Lycan to be around. He wasn't close enough these last couple of times.
Oh,
But
Fiendskirt mid lane comes right out and into the Blood Right they go. Faceless Void. Gonna get chased down here by Blitzinger, or is he? He lives with 13 HP thanks to the coil from Echo. Holds him down. Nether Strike now grabs the OD. Trapped inside an Inkswell. A huge fight here for CDEC. It's gonna be Ava on the Lycan. He's got to do a lot of damage here, but don't think he can do it alone.
I'm never questioning anything that Echo does again. If you coil them early, you don't get that super sick off right there. End up making a world of difference, saving the Faceless Void in that last team fight. And just like that, they're going to get control of the map, control of this game after that team fight. 1500 network swing after all is said and done, and 2300 XP going their way.
Just trying to go for a tower tonight here, and he's not going to get it. Goes away to Zhaofu.
Has fallen.
But yeah, they're more than happy to continue to run into you and take these team fights. I mean, this is what their lineup is built for, forcing you to take a fight by catching up to you with the puck or with the SB, and then just being overwhelming to deal with on the Razor and the Void. Did have Helm of the Overlord completed now, though, so this Ancient Black Dragon is going to provide a lot in these next couple of fights, but I do think that Bloodseeker needs
a mark with that sentry.
Bloodseeker very much needs his BKB though.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, charge gonna find tank. Yules to cancel, as we were talking about, and now Spearbreaker in a rough spot. Tries to TP out. Do they have the damage? Oh, there's just Nightmare. All right, yep, that'll do it.
Blood for the twig.
That's the reason, like, Yules is just so good against Spearbreaker. You have to have at least one on your team, right? When you play against this hero.
Cancel the charge, and broke his bulldoze there.
Yeah.
If you end up rupturing him when he's bulldozed and ends up expiring after like 2-3 seconds.
That's a value.
Yeah.
Paparazzi gets caught by the scan here. This
He's
Chrono
Oh.
doesn't see him, doesn't know.
Can you save?
I'm worth so much more.
Ava Helm of the Overlord into the drums, into the AC. Just your standard Lycan stuff here. No boots necessary. Ancient Black Dragon's like, oh, hey, Grimstroke.
Doesn't want to commit his ultimate to chase him down, though. It's not worth it. He needs it for these team fights. I mean, they are ahead. They're winning the farm game, but they don't really have control of the map. And if you wasted your abilities and just been way too easy for CDEC to take the fight, there's a Dream Quote committed onto the Weaver finally.
Yeah, they will do it. Vision from the Spirit Breaker, and Tank will go down. Meanwhile, top lane, that's the Orchid reveal from Paparazzi. Yeah. Or not even just the reveal. He had this Orchid a while ago. They just didn't really know about it, I guess. And into Roshan they go, thanks to the Lycan.
And they'll be able to take this so quickly. I mean, it's not the Lycan that does the majority of the damage to this Roshan. Let's not forget.
It's about to be the OD.
Yeah.
Bonk. Oh my god.
Their damage. It is just way too much. And Blink Dagger's down on Paparazzi now as well, so he's going to be jumping the back line in these team fights, getting the silence off onto the puck or the Faceless Void, and just ripping them apart. Puck does have Yule Scepter now, so he can get out of this. But
yeah, it is really helpful.
Initiation. BKB is next item that Paparazzi's going to be going for this game as well.
Yeah, I think BKB definitely necessary. Eventually, you want probably just Hex, honestly, huh?
Yeah.
BKB and a Hex.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
That looks weird.
What looks weird?
Okay, it's fixed. And a stack of a Quicksilver Amulet on Bloodseeker. It said 111.
Huh.
Yeah. Fine now. Everything is fine now.
Alright, nice. Where are we on Faceless Void? He is still working on that BKB.
Yeah, I mean, he also doesn't need this to be able to fight.
Bottom lane, Orchid did catch the puck, but it wasn't enough to finish him off. He gets the orb out. Tank trying to chase him here, but Paparazzi with the continued chase. And they got vision, actually, thanks to this ward on the high ground. They get the kill.
Questionable coil at the end.
Yeah, no, not necessary, really, huh?
Let's put that one on.
It'll be off shortly after he respawns.
I guess so, yeah.
Jafu does have his BKB done, which is quite big for him. Mid lane, Ava pressuring this tier 1 tower, and should take it pretty easily here. They're going to drop the fortification, try and buy themselves a little bit of time.
Yeah, look at this one when they get when the tower goes down. They'll have it again though. So taking advantage of the puck being dead, he has a lot of their lockdowns, so be able to chase them in these team fights. We do need that puck. And they'll take control of the jungle after this one. I think they'll probably turn their eyes towards the bottom tier 2. It's hard to fight into Xtreme Gaming when they control one area of the map, but they're not good at reclaiming territory because again, it's all single target that they have.
Astral, but he's just gonna drop it right there on the Spirit Breaker. DY gonna enter this fight. The question is, can he do anything? He just Fiend scripts the Faceless Void, but there's gonna be the Chrono, but it's only really onto the Bane. Zhao Fu trying to stand his ground against the OD, gets the Aegis, but he goes down to the process and Faceless Void. He's out of mana, being just chased down. This Bloodseeker doing way too much work, and now looking for Echo on the backside. This puck, no way to really catch him here. It's a 3-for-1. You get the Aegis from the OD, but it doesn't end up being worth it.
No. They still got Fortify available, and they know that on Extremes, they don't try to push the high ground. Instead, they just take that mid-tier 2 tower, reclaim or take the outpost, and head elsewhere on the map. And now things starting to swing in their favor. Swinking net worth up, and you're starting to miss your timing here on CDEC. Way too desperate to catch out that OD who just had too quick of a reaction. They're going to try again, but no luck. Yeah, he was way too quick on that Blink Dagger, way too quick on that Astral Imprisonment on himself as you tried to chase in there. Or sorry, Astral Imprisonment onto the SB.
It was nice, and like the Fiend's Grip onto the Faceless Void, he just like forced the Chrono onto DY, which is, you know, not really what you want to be doing if you're the Faceless Void. Like you've got to Chrono up this like Lycan or the Bloodseeker or something and try and bring down one of these heroes, but he doesn't really have the damage right now anyway, even if he does.
He is very lacking. The Brigand's Blade helped a little bit, but he can't stand his ground in these team fights and hit anybody. He's almost got the BKB completed, and he'll be able to deal with the Nightmare from Bane you know, OD won't just blow him up with the Orchid and
Radiant's top
Arcane
tower
Orb,
is
but
under attack.
still another 400 gold off.
Bearskin comes out, Paparazzi caught for a moment. Nether Strike pressed the Inkswell. A lot of damage being done to the OD. Soulbind comes through, but there comes the rest of the team. Astral will buy in the time he needs, and Nightmare to cancel the TP. Spirit Breaker will fall at the end. Now, Bloodseeker just giving Grimstroke the stare down, though, and the quick double tap to finish him off.
Help of the Basher there. It certainly didn't help the Grimstroke. Triangle have control of this one. They've already taken the Aegis out. Roshan not going to be up for another 3 minutes. Otherwise, that would have been wonderful to take just now. But complete control of the map, and Faceless Void still trying to finish up this BKB. He's got it now. He just completed the recipe, but all he's got is Maelstrom, Mazcaban, and BKB, and they're going to be Wolf is going to be at your door soon.
It's under attack.
Yeah, he's just continuing to pressure these towers. The tier 2 top. He pops the drums. That Black Dragon able to take this up for so long, and
he's caught out the Razor.
oh, he has indeed with Paparazzi here. More than enough damage, just drops the hammer, and in mid lane you catch the Spirit Breaker. Rupture comes through. There's gonna be the Chronosphere out onto the Bloodseeker, and it looks like finally the Chrono gonna net them a solid kill there. So you end up trading 2 for 1. Finding a kill onto the Bloodseeker is huge, but Chronosphere now on cooldown. In lane, they cast the Grimstroke as well. Paparazzi blinks right in very aggressively here, and Tank should be able to finish him off here with one more auto attack. Coil catches the OD for the moment. He has an Astral available, will use it, but the bashes will find the Bane, and now Paparazzi come too far forward. Double kill for the Faceless Void. Just getting it more. Oh, Ava. Onto the Faceless Void. Time walks down to the low ground, but a minus armor, it's so much. Yeah. Dude, that Black Dragon almost just crushed him. We're now charged up here by the Spirit Breaker. They have it out. They just dropped the Nether Strike instead. A series of kills going the way of CDEC's way. Kind of bringing them back into this game.
Yeah, they got like 4,000 XP swing off of that last team fight. That was pretty big.
That wasn't counting the Bloodseeker either. Yeah. That was just for the other 3 kills.
Yeah, at this point, you need to disable the Other Faceless Void. He's got 4.5 second cooldown on this time walk. He's still level 15 talent. Like, he just heals up way too much from the right click from Lycan. Like, it becomes a matter of gap closing to the Faceless Void to where he's going with his time walk. And then that's going to take like 2 seconds, and then he's going to heal up any of the damage that you do to him once you do get on top of him. Too much to deal with just a Lycan by himself. We're gonna look for him or the Puck in the top lane again. Puck, I think, is going to try to clear out this wave, and that's when he shows himself, just goes down to DY. Yep. Oh, it blinks to the trees.
Nicely done. Tank will try and clear up the mid lane, but DY, he's out. Just barely. He is out. Dude, that'd be so terrifying if you're just like sitting in some trees getting ready to TP home, and then that thing like shows up in the corner. Like you're just trying to just head back home.
All right, well, he's safe for now. They didn't have an Observer Ward to drop onto the Tinker Ward spot there.
Ceremonial robe there? That's pretty good for the Puck. I imagine he's gonna be the one that takes it, but as of right now, 8k gold lead still for Xtreme, so they are looking pretty strong, but we saw in this last fight they're not untouchable. CDEC managed to pick off 4 heroes. The Faceless Void got a lot of XP as a result for it, on his way to a butterfly, but level 18 is huge for him.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Looks like he's not going to take Ceremonial Robe on the Puck. He's going to hold the Psychic Head Bandit set. I like the multi-blade build that Echo is going. He's got Kaya, Witchblade, and a dagger. He holds one of them in his mouth, you know?
Let's get Kaya and Mage Slayer, and then the ultimate anime build. 5 swords.
Yeah, he didn't get the phase shift attack, unfortunately, so I don't think he'll go for Mage Slayer this game. It is okay against the OD, though, because it reduces damage.
Ooh, nice Astral from Paparazzi, but I don't know if the Weaver is actually going to get out of this. He buys himself a Yules, and all right, he's good. Nightmare from downtown does find the Faceless Void. There's going to be the Blood Right, but they've caught the OD. He needs help very badly. It's going to be in the form of a time lapse. The Chrono Spear, though, it's managed to catch two. Bane, the first to go down. Bloodseeker protected by the BKB. Faceless Void still hit by this Rupture. Will be able to time walk for a moment, and he's going to make it out on the backside of the fight. It's going to be them just chasing down the OD. He can't actually survive. They've done it.
Radiant's top barracks.
Well, maybe Blink in one. No, not going to be there.
The narrow maze.
All right, they have in fact done.
Look, top Neff.
Oh, I think CDEC is just as confused as we are. There was a village there once.
Wait a minute.
Was it always so barren up the top lane?
Guys, I'm pretty sure there was a building there. There was holes in the
You
ground,
won the battle, but you lost the war.
Honestly, really good fight from CDEC. We're seeing this happen over and over. The question is, if they can stall it long enough, it might be enough, but charge on the high ground here. They find the Weaver. He just gets popped, and D-Watch is down as well. A nice bash there is going to be all that you need. So more kills bleeding here out of Xtreme Gaming. DDC might be doing this. Bloodseeker, big blood right, does have Rupture still available, but Roshan falling low and fast. They need to get into the pit, and Lycan here providing a lot of vision. He goes in, pops the BKB, gets Rupture out onto Xiaofu. The age is picked up by the Faceless Void. Bloodseeker just bashed through it all, though. Cannot get out, and now you're gonna lose the Lycan as well.
A desperate play there. They ended up trying to go into that Roach pit without helm of the Overlord creep. But Paparazzi?
Paparazzi just dropped the hammer. I think he was expecting someone to be TPing out on the backside of the pit there, and they weren't. So he just missed Sanity's Eclipse as well.
Yeah, the Faceless Void almost went back on him to try to kill him there as well. So all of a sudden you're at a huge disadvantage. You took the racks in the last team fight, but you just lost your entire team. You've given up the Aegis. And you have more of a game on your hands all of a sudden. They were winning this super hard.
They now have the XP advantage by a decent amount too. They have a 5,000 XP advantage. The gold only about 1,000 in favor of Xtreme. And win probability going the way of CDEC.
Yeah, win probability doesn't mean anything. I don't trust robots.
Yes, I see.
You're gonna replace your co-caster with a calculator at this point, or a number
thingy, I believe, is the industry term.
Yeah. It doesn't bode well with me when I can't even name a calculator.
Sorry, that's why you're not the play-by-play. You know?
Yeah, exactly. I'm just, I'm just smiling, look pretty.
Is under attack.
You do that well, though.
Yeah, thank you. So. The OD, he had a BKB queued up earlier. They ended up going for the Lincoln Sphere instead. Now he's got the Sheepstick queued up. So he just wants to be able to get on top of a single target and blow them up without getting like run down or stunned. I think the BKB would have been a better option though.
Yeah, I agree.
Because he keeps getting gone on and like silenced up from this Grimstroke.
He's just trying to prevent the charge is all, right? Like he just, that's the main thing with this Lincoln Sphere.
Yeah, and he feels very out of position all the time in these fights, but it's hard to stop the charge if you can't see the SB, and he's got a Shadow Blade on SB.
Puck did finish up the Sanj, so he did pick up another sword for his repertoire. They're looking to go for the Bloodseeker. He jumps to the backside. He gets the two-man Chrono. The Weaver by the Fiend's Grip comes out right away. Silence there from the Puck. Well done. OD catches himself with an Astral. Weaver going to try and TP back in. He needs to be able to time-lapse to save his point, but it's not in time. He's going to go down, but finds back as well. Faceless Void here still has the Aegis. The charge comes through. He's able to stand his ground. The Bloodseeker with the BKB is going to be expiring soon. Can they finish off the Faceless Void? They do. The Sanity's Eclipse gets a lot on the backside as Xiaofu and Spirit Breaker go down. Time walk out. Spirit Breaker, I'm sorry. The Faceless Void able to make it out. Bash not going to connect, of course. So the buybacks coming in droves here from Xtreme, but they do manage to find some kills.
A golden thread.
Yeah. We'll bring it back, I think, with XP, if nothing else. So, no, still favors the side of the Radiant just a little bit. We've got actually a lot, 6k XP up, a lot of buybacks expended there, so they need more from this one. They want to be able to take this tier 2
Radiant's
tower in the mid.
middle tower is
That
under
at the very
attack.
least would keep them kind of locked into their base, but
Radiant
the
structures
reestablished
are
map
fortified.
control is a pretty big deal right now.
Dire's structures are fortified.
They also just take the base incredibly fast if they get there, right? So no
They used
chronosphere.
fortify just now as well, so they might
Yeah.
try
Radiant's
to...
middle
Alright,
tower
never mind.
has fallen.
They're just gonna back up, take the
I'm-
outposts,
It's
and
crazy people talk.
yeah, heroes respawning and faces void, despite not having chronosphere, is very scary. The butterfly they are really struggling against right now because the Lycan does such reduced damage against that, as well as the Bloodseeker, who doesn't have an MKB, and he will queue that one up. But at the moment, this faceless void is doing a lot of work now. Top net worth on his way to a satanic.
Invisibility.
It's rough. I mean, he didn't have the best start either. I think it was like a pretty slow start to this game, but he is so hard to deal with now. He's amazing against a lot of these heroes. That last team fight, he almost won it for them, but thankfully good positioning by the Bane means he's able to just get that Fiend's grip off inside the Chronosphere. But there it is, Satanic now completed on the Void.
Oh wow, Bane's going in Ags.
I like it.
So I was expecting like a BKB just so that his, you know, Fiend's Grip wouldn't get interrupted, because it's usually been the Puck who's just like Waning Rift the backline for it. The Ags kind of gets wrecked by Waning Rift.
I mean, it gets wrecked by the Waning Rift with the Talon, which, you know, Puck just got, unfortunately.
Did he get the Waning Rift AoE? Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
That's an unfortunate one.
Yeah, I think that's just gonna hit all the illusions. I don't know exactly how the mechanics work for spacing it out, but I'm pretty sure they're reasonably close to each other.
Yeah, I think they're like
Or at least-
300 in each direction.
Yeah. That's going to be easy for Puck to interrupt the 7-second cooldown on Waning Rift, 3.5-second silence. 650 radius.
It's a big spell.
That is rough. But no, the Spirit Breaker won't be able to interrupt it with a charge or another strike, so there's that. Same with Grimstroke, he won't be able to just throw Phantom Embrace off onto him, his dead wife.
Unlucky.
Dire are scanning.
This, yeah, no, I think they figure they're going to be running at them like under smoke during the night here, but you're doing that. SB charged out. They hold the triangle at the moment, but I don't imagine they'll push any further forward than... Alright, never mind. We don't see a fight break out. I thought they might go on the SB there, but that would be like a pretty big bait. It'd be too hard to take him down fast enough, or get any backup.
Spirit Breaker is on the way to his Agnums as well, and this is such an annoying like spell. Once you have Ags on Spirit Breaker, it just feels like it's impossible to deal with this hero.
Yeah. I thought that he might I thought that he might go for BKB instead, or just continue to stay on top of heroes in these team fights, but I guess the super low cooldown from the Agnum Scepter just makes it insane.
Paparazzi has a Hex. Finally completed. So you have a lot of kill threat on this hero. He does need to be careful. The Lotus Orb that's on the Razor, and then you do have the Inkswell Shard, which does dispel, so just has to be very careful with that one. And then of course Lincoln's on the Puck. Both teams just starting to farm it up. Looks like we're going late, Neff.
Can't say I'm crazy about this for Xtreme Gaming, and you're playing against the man with the time bubble. The later it goes, the better off he is.
Yeah, Time Lord usually wins. DY does get his Aghanim Scepter though. Gonna swamp in that fluffy hat again.
This is for going.
Slot efficiency here, guys.
Yeah, this is for going for his Mjolnir. I'm not sure if he'll buy out. If he buys out and goes down, he could lose the game.
The smoke actually didn't get popped there. Somehow they're looking for Echo. He doesn't get the Fiend's Grip. And now on the backside, oh, he managed to catch Faceblade, but the silence, there it is. It blocks all three of them. And Paparazzi time-lapse will buy him a little bit of space, but he just gets stunned up once again by the Spirit Breaker. just gonna do everything they need. Bloodseeker, can he actually find the kills here though? Ava with the BKB doing some work, but the Weaver just gets crushed. This Faceless Void is just doing an insane amount of damage, and the bash comes through for the Faceless Void once again. They're dead on 4, potentially 5 as Ava trying to disengage here on the Lycan, but the chase never stops as CDEC gonna wipe Xtreme off the map.
They've just got no way to keep up with them. Get away from them, rather. When these heroes win a team fight, they're able to run you down so easily. They have all this catch available, and you know, your OD is the majority of your damage in these team fights. If he's not hitting anybody, then you just end up losing. That's what happened there. Chronosphere
permanently bashed.
Yeah, permanently bashed after he did get out of that Chronosphere. So just having the worst time right now on Paparazzi.
Was bashed into Inkswell. Wow. They're just gonna go right for tier 4s. They're gonna have to buy back here, but what do you have? It's just the Bloodseeker, it's just the Lycan. He does have shapeshift in a couple of seconds. Now starting to turn their attention back towards the barracks, maybe. No, they just go right back onto the tier 4s. They want to end this game. Bane, Fiend's Grip will be back off cooldown, obviously thanks to the cooldown reduction. We didn't really see it do a whole lot in this last fight. They've got to find something. Charge through does connect onto the Lycan. And there it is. Silence on the backside. Bane just caught by a coil, and Force Staff gets pushed him out, and that's a dieback. Onto the throne we go. Bloodseeker just completely controlled, and Nev, we're going to a game 3, baby.
Oh man, CDEC at the bottom of the group, but they managed to take this game off of Xtreme, sitting at the top in their throne, and that's Dota, baby. What's better than taking something away from your enemies, even if you have no hope of winning yourself? The tenacity of...
Yeah, that is... a...
Radiant team ban.
How you doing, buddy?
Okay.
10 seconds
I named
remaining.
myself like a...
Dire team ban.
We're in draft.
Radiant team ban.
All right.
I didn't have time to get my Campbell's chunky.
You didn't have time to eat what? Oh no.
10 seconds remaining.
Are you getting any audio off the stream?
Dire team ban.
I am now.
Oh, I am now.
Radiant team pick. Dire team pick.
Mars!
All right. I'll take a couple bites of my food. All right, you ready to go?
10 seconds remaining.
God, I'm out of water.
5 seconds remaining.
Dude, I like have to get water. I'm sorry. I'll be right back.
Dire team pick.
Shadow Shaman.
Ten seconds remaining.
All right.
5 seconds remaining.
Positioning in 3. Everybody, welcome back here to the CNDPC. My name is R Cryptic, and of course, here with Nev, going into the final game of the night, baby. I bet most people didn't think we'd be right here.
Game number 6, no, especially not given CDEC's lackluster performance earlier in the DPC, but they wanted to do something special for all the fans out there, and they did manage to take a game off of Xtreme, and now looking to take the series away from them.
Dude, that would be an
5 seconds
incredible upset to Xtreme if they managed to pull this series out, because not only does it possibly prevent Xtreme from making it to Division 1, but it would also prevent a lot of possible tiebreakers for tomorrow. So we'll see how it ends up going.
Yeah, I mean, each team, well, ideally, Xtreme Gaming managed to secure themselves a clean 6-1 to get into the upper division, but we will have to see. They'll have to get past CDEC. Excuse me, CDEC here, and they're not making it easy. They open with the Mars themselves, and once again, they just don't want to deal with paparazzi on this Queen of Pain. The man is just too good to give this up at this point.
I think the bans are smart here from Xtreme. The biggest issue for sure last game was probably this Razor. The Weaver has obviously been super annoying. The Spirit Breaker did a lot of work. They get the Grimstroke as well. So Grimstroke Mars, a very strong duo. We'll see how this ends up paying off. But honestly, yeah, I like this opener from CDEC once again. And
10 seconds
finally going to see a Mars. This hero almost always banned.
Yeah,
5
and
seconds
on the other side,
remaining.
we see a Shadow Shaman is the first pick on the side of Xtreme, more unusual than anything else. And they had the opportunity to pick up Grimstroke and Doom themselves in response to this Mars, but instead they're going to give up Grimstroke to CDEC.
Dire
Do you
team
feel like
ban.
Shadow Shaman is first pick material?
Radiant team
I mean,
ban.
Tank has played some insane games. Don't get me wrong.
Typically, no, but Tank did win MVP yesterday on his Shadow Shaman. It was one of the main reasons they won one of these games. So
Dire team ban.
he's one of the only teams that do this, and I'm not going to be that surprised if he pops off once again here on the Shadow Shaman. But
He's sick on Shadow Shaman, he's sick on Earthshaker, but all likelihood it's going to be pause 4 Shadow Shaman alongside this Doom here. Doom a hero that's banned up a lot, but made it through the last 2
Dire team ban.
games. Last one it wasn't picked at all. This time it's going to be
Dire
Ava
team
playing it this time around. Oh god, I'm getting tired. I need to jump back on topic here. Enchantress picked up next here on Xtreme. But they got a lot of early game damage between these heroes.
They do, and they actually did a really good job target banning Paparazzi. So they saw the Lena get banned. They immediately respond with the Shadow Fiend, of course, because they're like, okay, well, it's probably going to be a Shadow Fiend of some kind.
5 seconds remaining.
And then, of course, the last TA ban here from Xtreme. So Paparazzi's like go-to heroes that he's played so far in the DPC have been the Lena, the Queen of Pain, the Shadow Fiend, and the OD, all of which are banned. So I'm curious what we're going to see him do this time. The puck's still in the pool if they want to take the puck for themselves. But
they're not going to do exactly not that. Instead, they go for the Tusk and the Morphling. I imagine we'll see some 6 saves with the Snowball out from the Tusk this game. The Morphling is a little bit more of a head scratcher here. You're playing that into the Doom.
10 seconds remaining.
It's strong in lane against the Doom. Like it actually just like free farms the lane, right? Like Doom doesn't really have the ability to shut him down. The one thing that you do have to be careful though is Doom, as soon as you get level 6, is going to have a field day.
His signature ability, Doom.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Quite an impressive name.
Continue. I'm sorry for interrupting me. Go on.
No, you're good. I just enjoy watching you laugh at your own jokes because we all need to do that every now and then. This
Radiant
Tusk bottom
team
lane, you're losing it, man.
I'm laughing at myself because I'm a joke. All right, we see a Phantom Lancer picked up for one of the first times, I believe. This hero is absolutely sick, out carries almost everybody into the late game here, and I feel like he's a pretty good hero up against the Morphling. You mentioned you think it's the other way around. He throws out that Spirit Lance and then switches back to the Morphling. He's able to build up his own army, which is very annoying to deal with, but you know, if you get on top of Morphling with the Diffusal Blade, you get on top of Mars with the Diffusal Blade, you can shut the hero down pretty hard. The question is if they're going to be able to do well enough inside this laning phase. You do struggle to play against the heavy amount of physical damage that's going to be coming out from the Mars and the Tusk.
5 seconds remaining.
But you can get out of like the Ice Shards, you can get out of the arena with that Doppelganger.
Yeah, I was going to say that no matter which hero you put in the offlane right now, PL's lane is safe. Because Grimstroke's Inkswell is dodgeable. Mm-hmm. Tusk, Snowball, Shards, dodgeable. So you should actually have a pretty good time here on this Phantom Lancer. And to be honest, like you said, it scales incredibly well. Diffusal going to cause a lot of problems for the Morphling. It's going to cause a lot of problems for these other heroes. And if you decide to go for that Shard like Aether Lens build, you can try and find those extra kills on the backside, just sending those illusions out on over to Grimstroke or whoever.
Mm-hmm.
10 seconds remaining.
2 spirits banned to get rid of the Kunkka. Not a lot of mid laners left. They banned his Invoker as well. So
remaining.
Last pick will be going the way of Paparazzi. They're like, all right, dude, we're giving you the last pick. Make us proud. Leshrac.
You may now select
picked
your
up for
heroes.
CDEC, and there's the puck. All right, I thought this was like probably going to be his next best hero here. So let's go against the Morphling as well.
Yeah. I mean, it's good against a lot of these shows. You'd be able to catch and run them down. Same sort of thing that CDEC did to you in the previous game. If you can't get the Queen of Pain in order to run people down and win your mid lane, this is going to be just as good. And yeah, I feel like it is pretty good against the Leshrac. So Paparazzi's superior lane matchup here. Excuse me.
You. But yeah, it is. It's going to be a sick game. Obviously, a very important match here for Xtreme. They need to pull this one out to try and put themselves, or to keep themselves rather, on the top of the DPC, because right now they are the only team with just a single loss. So moving up to 5-1 would almost guarantee them the promotion to Division 1, but obviously, we still have one more day remaining with 3 games that can really shake the ground. So, big game 3, Neff. Big game 3 is what I'm getting at here.
Big game 3, and wouldn't it be nice if CDEC, regardless of this changing absolutely nothing for them, were to ruin the dreams of Xtreme Gaming, make it into the upper division? That would be the most Dota thing to happen.
I literally do not know what will happen is if we finish tonight and 5 teams are 4-2. That would be wild. I don't think that's ever happened in the DPC before.
No. It's close, but usually people like tied for second place, not first. I mean, we saw a 3-way tie in North America last year. We saw the
Twice actually last year.
Twice, but that was for the top 3. And then we saw the 3-way tie in China last year for second place.
Yep.
To move up into the upper division, but 4-way tie for first and second place would be insane. That one would be difficult for the tournament organizers to put together a bracket for. So, for their sake, I hope they don't have to do that. For my sake, I want to see more Dota.
I could see the TOs just being like, oh god, oh god, oh god, what do we do?
It's supposed to be a clean 2-0 for Xtreme Gaming here, CDEC. I mean, if you choose a game to show up, then this is the one where everyone's eyes are going to be on you. They drop a deep ward in, it's called C. They drop a deep ward observer down in the bottom lane. Potentially, I guess catching whether or not their support is pulling or not, rather than putting it in the commonly dewarded spot, which is, over behind the tower or beside the small camp. Over in the mid lane. I imagine we're not going to see people contest everyone's from each other. I'm excited to watch Paparazzi here with the the favorable matchup in the mid this time. It's not easy landing these split earth. It's not easy landing these lightning storms off into the puck. So your harass is going to be underwhelming for sure. But
you do have the tower push advantage, right? Though, so if puck decides to leave the lane, Echo can definitely try and play a little bit more aggressive up on towards that tower, and that's one of the things that you got to be very careful about. All right. Into the lanes we go. It's going to be Puck versus Lestrak mid matchup. Of course, we were just talking about this one. Pretty strong for the Puck, but Paparazzi.
Yeah, he's just got so many more tools to work with. Extra base damage he has over the Lestrak. The abilities coming out faster, more damage at the earlier levels. Actually, no, they did improve Lightning Storm, so it wasn't as awful. It did like 50 damage at level 1 for a little while. That was like post Bloodstone Leshrac mid every single day, every single game days we had for a little while.
Yeah.
And then recently they buffed Lightning Storm. Someone recently. Be 90 damage level 1, so it wasn't miserable.
Radiant's seeing the creep drag happen in the top lane here. DY tries to intercept it. Will pull back his ranged creep at least, but
Gets deny off as well. DY.
All right, that's sick.
Called DY of the Swift Spear. He threw that one, got the deny off.
He just took a lot of damage from that tower. I don't think he realized he was walking in tower range there, but
DY is about to take a bunch of damage as well. He's trying to tank up his wave so it doesn't go underneath his own tower.
First point, Nature's Attendance, though, so he's just healing a lot of it off. Still has 2 mangoes to work with as well, so just doing what damage to Zhao Fu he can.
Yeah. You have to be a little bit careful here on DY. One thing to note is the damage from tag team, you can't crit off of it. So you crit with Walden's Punch, it's pretty sure you crit with God's Rebuke as well. So here with very low armor and max HP and bad growth rates for those as well. It just gets blown up by tag team God's Rebuke.
That's a lot of damage. That sounds pretty cool. I'm about it.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to see it right now.
Do it.
Oh, and no. It forced the mango, though.
I think he realized, okay, none of this damage is actually going to stick, so I might as well even commit the mana, the cooldown, rather use that to last hit. We can take a quick look at the bottom lane, though. Shadow Shaman, tank down here with Ava on Doom. I imagine he'll max out Devour first down here, just to secure himself extra gold, because like you mentioned, you don't have a ton of kill potential onto the Morphling. Like, maybe you get Grimstroke, but
Radiant's
I
top
think you're
tower
better
is
off
under
just
attack.
getting more Devour bonus gold.
Yeah, I agree. He's holding the point, or no, he's not level 3 yet. Okay, my bad.
Come on, put the point into it.
Oh, they're gonna go ahead and TP Tusk down here. Tank. Shards. Oh, what a sidestep. This guy's good. Ends up
got
forcing
the
Doom to go
schmooze.
for the second point in Scorched Earth, though, as he thought he was going to have to fight.
Disappointing, but I suppose he can do damage at least.
Meanwhile, DY just jungling here a little bit.
It looked like Paparazzi was about to dive Echo underneath the tower there.
He's doing pretty well in the mid lane, 19-3 to the 14-3, so not a real huge CS advantage here, but if I was like, if this creep wraps around, gets a Hadouken out, which it does, ends up connecting. A little bit of extra damage, and Paparazzi forced to jump out of here. The Split Earth comes through, and Enchantress trying to heal herself up through this, but First Blood goes the way of Echo, and now Paparazzi has to orb. He will make it out in time, just barely.
He's forced to use a lot of mana defensively there, and Toski's sticking around. He wants to be able to find him, but Paparazzi does have vision of him there. He's gonna,
It's 4-minute rune,
goes the
so
body. Yeah, I'm like,
Enchantress gonna refill, and
he's gonna grab the water rune as well. Come on.
yeah, and then water rune.
He's got to clear out this creep wave first, though. He doesn't want to lose the XP. Or, all right, he'll drag it. Yeah.
Silence.
Ooh, nice moves.
Very big on schmoves here. You love watching that stuff. So it's like, come on, just hit it. Hit the creep.
Yeah. Go ahead, man. I insist.
Oh man, I watched a really funny clip of just just another Arteezy clip. He was like cancel attacking on a creep for like 15 seconds with the offlaner, and then a Shadow Shaman walked up and just ether shocked it and walked away. That's, so you just gotta get in the minds of the enemies sometime. So you have this Doom off lane. He's actually not queuing up a Midas. He's going phase boots first. And normally we see these Dooms go for just like a really early Midas, but maybe he wants to be a little bit more aggressive. Tank here, gonna go down. Nice rotation in from the Tuns. Now turn their attention on over the Doom, but with the Scorched Earth, with those boots, with that bracer, quite tanky. He's gonna be fine.
No. Unlike Tank.
Yeah, no, Tank died. Yeah, Tank is dead. That is true.
Call him not Tank is his other name. Now Doom, you can just know about the face boots. At least he'll give him a little bit of extra armor as well, so if he gets run down.
Paparazzi gets ran down mid. Echo gets the level 6. That is that's the advantage. Nothing you can do about that, and Tank will get himself a lot of experience here after that kill, plus just soaking this wave, so he's happy.
There we go. I had multiple sound inputs on. Kill off at a Paparazzi is going to be a big one. Puts him close to level 7 like you just mentioned, and now I think he's going to try to put the hurt on this tower. I mean, next thing you're going to... Oh no, Grimstroke.
Yeah, it walked right into Tank and Paparazzi, but ends up getting a high roll on that damage. Tank gonna give his life for this one.
Yep. And they're not going to be able to turn that one back around. I mean, maybe if Doom was level 6, he'd be heading over there. He's got 3 points to Scorched Earth, but I think he's trying to shove the lane with that catapult as well. Unfortunately, I couldn't keep that one alive. But yeah, Paparazzi's got to play a little bit of catch up now because Echo, like a level and a half. Well, about a level ahead of him now. And yeah, usually when you're on puck, when you're playing catch up, you're looking for these pickoffs, right? But the moment you leave the lane, this is what you talked about in the draft. You're going to just be able to shove the tower. He's got 3 points into this Diabolic Edict now. So it will go down very fast if he leaves the lane.
Yeah, you also just clear wave super fast. Top lane? Tusk, yeah, he's fine. All right, they actually are smoking up here, so Lesh will be their answer to the Phantom Lancer, obviously, this early in the game. And he does have the Hood of Defiance queued up. The question is it going to matter? He doesn't make it outside of the arena, and Echo is here. The chain stuns. That is going to be a dead Phantom Lancer.
How many were there? Maybe I've had one too many blows to the head.
Man's just gone. No getting out of that one. Picked up the PL to try to get out of the arena, but ended up dropping it afterwards there. And it's cleaned up, and now top lane. It delayed his push a little bit with the fortify.
Coming in.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Tusk come a little bit too far forward. All right. Quick little take off there.
Most welcome.
Defends the tier 1 tower, and they will send PL mid to try and soak some XP potentially.
I mean, they moved Echo over here, but Echo is thankfully almost out of mana, so
8-minute rune though. Is it top or bottom? Who wins the 50-50?
Under attack.
It is bottom, and it's an arcane. Okay, not bad.
Yeah, for a moment there, I thought Puck, when I saw his illusion activated my screen.
Actually turning around into both supports here, and tank. Gotta be a little bit careful. Inkswell plus the level 4 or level 3 edict is a ton of damage. Paparazzi is in here, doesn't have the coil, but there's gonna be the shackles holding it in place. They're trying to split the damage, and they will end up getting the successful trade as they finally take down Echo.
You're on the bottom lane. Tried to doom this Morphin, but they turned it on him.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Tag team's pretty good.
Yeah. Morphed full strength there as soon as that doom came off onto him as well. So he did not stand a chance against that Morphling. And Tusk making quick work of him. I thought he'd be able to stand his ground with the extra armor that he's got from these phase boots, but did not end up happening.
I'm a little bit surprised the Doom like went for these like phase boots and stuff into the Midas. I would have expected him to just like go brown boots, Midas, and just farm.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I mean, it makes your Midas a little bit slower, but I think he was expecting to find more kills or shut down this Morphling a little bit more, because at this point the Morphling's gonna have a free game.
Top tower is under
Arena comes out top. They take down DY, looking to take the tower as well.
No fortify available for it this time, so Diabolic Edict is going to make quick work of this.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, they don't want to teleport anyone up here. If you do, you know, you're just going to get blown
They're
up by the
actually
Tusk.
getting mid. Like, I mean, they're not going to get the tower, but a lot of damage out onto the tower. If tank were level 6, obviously the wards would help out, but honestly, not the end of the world for Xtreme because of how much damage they got into the mid tier 1 tower, but you do have to be very careful because it's just going to keep accelerating here for Echo.
Yep. In fact, he's clearing up multiple camps here inside the enemy team's jungle.
Hex comes out, silence is there. Paparazzi will be able to make it out, but Echo chasing down tank. They get the kill on the Tusk. Paparazzi will bottle up a haste rune.
Yeah, nice rotation there by the left track. He's going to need more mana regens. Going for Yules is his first item. Against a lot of these heroes, going to be pretty useful. He can interrupt the shackles. Shadow Shaman tries to grab one of his allies. Get out of the silence from the Puck. Keep yourself alive while your spells are going. And of course, if you're very gamer, then you can get out of the Dream Coil with it.
That is a hard move. DY gonna pop this smoke as they are trying to make a play onto the Doom. Tank is down here as well. I don't think they've seen him hiding in the trees quite yet. And there it is, the Hex. Does he get the shackles off? Not in time, but Paparazzi with the haste rune wants to find something. He'll take for the Grimstroke, and
Rise in my
maybe he goes for more here. Morphling's already out. Tusk.
Yes. He just Midas to creep and then dug up a bounty rune on the Doom.
Oh, that feels
Dire's
good.
middle tower is under attack. Radiant's
They're gonna
lane
go
ahead and
are fortified.
Drop the wards on the bottom lane, but yeah, they're going to take mid for this one, or at least going to try. They've got Dream Coil available, so they could try to just turn this onto them. If Doom TP's in,
Radiant's bottom
he's going
tower
Just dead.
has fallen.
It's that fast.
Dire's middle
Wow.
tower has fallen.
So much damage from the Morphling and this Lestrak, and that's what we were talking about, right? Like, you leave this lane to make a rotation, Les just takes your towers, and it's a smart rotation from the Morphling, right? He knows that they're going to commit bottom for that T1, so just goes mid to help push the lane.
yeah, they'll be able to grab it themselves in a moment, or well, the enemy mid tower. I think when these Mass Serpent wards are back up, the Radiant mid tower only sitting at like below 500 HP, 483. So that one shouldn't be too tricky. But I think they need to be making more space for this Phantom Lancer. He's, 1,000 net worth behind the Morphling right now. I think he will outcarry the Morphling the later this goes,
Dire's
but
top tower is under attack.
very much needs his defuse on like maybe one more other item before
Radiant's
fight into
bottom
these
tower
Radiant
is under
heroes.
Yeah,
attack.
absolutely.
Because Leshrac does do an amazing job at clearing up your illusions. That's, I think, one of the reasons why it was a very good last pick by CDEC. All right, mid lane. Looks like they're grouping up. Pause comes out. I think Doom maybe went. All right, I was like, Doom's kind of far forward. Did he disconnect? But no, it was the Paparazzi. Needs to reconnect to the game. I think Doom might just go down here. That Inkswell is going to slow him up. He could potentially drop. Well, actually, there's no follow up here. I take it back. He's gonna be fine. They're going to try to rotate onto him, but they don't even have a blink dagger on the Mars, so gapping that distance after he gets down there is going to be easy. So we're good to go, though.
Yeah, I think if you TP in, you don't make it either, so... Yeah, pops up phase boots, he's chilling. DY gonna scout these heroes running through the jungle here. Playing with them on the high ground. He's like, oh yeah, throw the shards, go for it.
All right. He's farming up the jungle, and Tank. They do this every game. They give him a little bit of space to work on his, first real item. He manages to do a lot with it. Trying to find Morphling here, but they don't connect with him. Tank is sitting kind of far back. He's waiting for Morphling to come into the wave, and he's got an Aether Lens so he can hex him from inside the trees, but...
Morphling, smart plays from him as he has queued up a Lincoln's right away. Hex does come out. Tusk trapped inside the wards. Nicely done there by Tank. Helps set up another kill there.
Going for the dropping the Serpent Woods on him might have been seen as overkill, but they did TP Ignis up there to try and turn that fight around. They started running Echo over there, so they were looking to turn that fight. So if you look at it that way, what could have gone wrong if they didn't bring him down fast enough? Maybe it was worth it to drop the wards. So it makes space for the Phantom Lancer as well when they go for these kinds of kills. He's not really dropping at the moment. He's going to go for Hooded Defiance as his second item after the Diffusal Blade. So really looking to stay on top of this Leshrac in these team fights. Unfortunately, it doesn't really save you from the pure damage that he does with his Diabolic Edict, but it will allow you to burn down the majority of his mana usually before your barrier expires, or not long after this Diffusal Blade. I'm gonna go on this Morphling here. The Lincoln Sphere makes it kind of difficult though.
Yeah, because you need to have the full duration CC from Hex and Shackle, I think, to go for it.
And the nuke damage from Ether Shock is important as well. It's 320 magical damage.
Yeah.
He's got that one maxed out. In fact, he's only got 1 point in his Shackles.
I actually like this. I prefer this build because it does allow him to farm, and right now they're not fighting a lot. So he's just able to clear waves a little bit better.
People started maxing out Shackles instead to farm because at 20 minutes you get the Aghanim Shard, and the Mass Serpent Wards will clear out a creep wave for you.
He probably leaves Hex at 3, right?
He might.
Oh, Phantom Lancer. Might be in some trouble. Snowball comes out. Will buy him a little bit of space, but there's going to be the arena comes through. They spear down the wrong illusion, but they're managing to bring him down. The damage is there. The silence out. Dodged by the puck for the moment. The Doom drops onto the Morphling. Tank is here. The Shackles connect, and without the Lesh, you lack the damage, but here he comes. Echo trying to join the fight. Get on top of Ava Yules. The Split Earth will connect. You manage to catch the Tusk as well. The wards, they drop on top of Echo. He's just stuck completely. Paparazzi with a double kill. The Witchblade coming off cooldown will be able to slow down Zhao Fu, and there it is.
Yep.
He will not be able to get away, and suddenly a triple kill for the puck going his way, and a fantastic fight for Xtreme.
Yeah, the fact that that spear landed onto the illusion was so unfortunate. They were certain that was going to be the PL, but they ended up committing way too much onto him in that fight, and the puck ended up just doing so much AoE damage with his abilities. Dreamcoil being absolutely beautiful, and caught out a lot of heroes. They were trying to enter the fight there on Tank, so I think this guy has to be their priority. You either get on Tank, you get on Paparazzo, or you don't take these fights. But I am a sucker for position 4 players.
Dude, they're all so good.
Yeah. Right, quick disconnect by several of these players, and you need to get out of here ASAP on Paparazzi. He blinked forward as well, so his blink is going to be on cooldown for 15 seconds. How long do these TPs complete? 4 seconds, 1.3. I think Puck might be okay. His orb's going.
I mean, he can just phase shift, right?
Yeah, but then he's not going to have phase shift when he lands.
He's got Tumbler Toy. Okay. He was just out no matter what. Bonk. Look at that. Tumbler Toy efficiency.
Tusk is going to try to look for him, though. Catch him out while he's farming up a camp or something like that, but you can't catch him.
So this last fight ended up being pretty good for the PL. He does have the Hooded Defiance defusal completed, and now he's going for that Manta style. He's finding a little bit of farm, right? Like, he is recovering. He's not too far behind the Morphling, only about 8,000 gold, but 8,000, geez, 800. Not too bad, just an 8k difference on the support at 60 minutes. Into Roshan they go, and doesn't look like they're gonna try and contest, but maybe they will. Puck throws the orb, will scout it. The question is, can they do anything? There's no Doom available. He's got a BKB, but it's a little bit too late. Roshan falls. Echo is gonna pick it up here on the Lesh.
PL was on the other side of the map, and TP was on cooldown, so there's no way they'd be able to take that fight. As soon as the orb came out, they realized that they just needed to walk away there. Oh. He just, on this left track, is going to make him very scary in his team fight.
DY, caught by Zhao Fu. Walrus Punch does finish off the kill, but Grimstroke sniped by Tank from the low ground. Thank you, Centaur, for the vision.
The vision and that extra range. He's got Aether Lens and this keyed optic, and if you like drop it on a nearby target, it goes even further. That was like a 1300 range at the shot.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Yeah, the reach range on Ether Shock is really interesting.
He's about to have even more reach on Shadow Shaman. Another 90 gold. We'll have this Blink Dagger completed, but they have to take this fight first.
They drop the Hex. They get the Doom onto the Morphling. Snowball's going to save them for the moment, but he's not the one with the Aegis. Tank in some trouble. He's going to go down. Paparazzi joined the fight, but of course they really want to bring down the Morphling. That's the big kill, and they get him. Goes the way of DY. Question is, can they get more? TP out Tusk. He's going to make it.
Does. No getting that Infernal Blade off, unfortunately. They did their best to bring him down. They threw the Fae grenade there. It doesn't do auto attack damage
there, man.
Yeah. Super well played there by Tank, initiating on getting that Hex off at the very beginning of that fight. Was huge. The Doom onto the Morphling as well. I mean, just stopping him from contributing anything to these team fights. These last couple of fights, you've just been forced to go full morph into strength, right? It felt like you haven't had a carry.
Yeah, absolutely.
Going for E-Blade is the first item too, regardless. Well, the second item, regardless of the fact that I feel like he'd rather just tank up and try to trade hits with the Doom when he's on top of him.
Big smoke here coming in from CDEC. Going up onto the high ground. It's going to be popped by DY here on the Enchanters. Zhao Fu tries to blink past it. Doesn't find anything. What? Well, sometimes you miss the tree, and Enchantress just going to waste a lot of their time. She's definitely dead, right? Yeah, she's going to die. Just going to take a moment.
Dire's courier has been killed.
Oh no, they lost a courier as well. That wasn't necessary, but probably a little bit too focused on staying alive.
Yeah, definitely.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Tank in the bottom lane, continuing to shove out the lanes. He really wants his executive shard his next time. He's got his Blink Dagger at the moment.
Radiant's
and they just have not been able to take towers here on the side of Extreme Gaming. This mid tier 1 is still standing, despite the fact that it was like at 500 health or less for the last hour.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
It's been about an hour, right?
A little bit of damage since then. Yeah, about an hour.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
He can't deal with this catapult wave on Tank, unfortunately, but he wants to see where the enemies are before he Ether shocks the wave again.
Paparazzi's doing a good job top right now. He wants to be able to try and keep this wave pushed in. Catapult should be able to finish off this tier 1 tower, though. That's the plan.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
They're trying.
Oh, it's trying. Paparazzi should get the next wave here too, yeah.
Yeah. There we go. He's got to get his TP out now. Yeah, he is. Unfortunately, the catapult is going to be able to take the tower now, though.
Yeah, nice rotation over from the Morphling just to clean it up. They're doing a good job at avoiding fights right now on Extreme while their abilities were on cooldown, and now that everything's back, they can potentially go take another fight.
Do it, Tank. Do it.
You love to see it.
He drops them into the trees as well, and so he'll be able to see any potential TPs back here as the enemies try to come in, but They already used their fortify for that top tower as well, so they're losing a majority of this tier 2.
Just hexes up the Lesh. He's like, all right, see ya, dude. I want nothing to do with that. But he's gonna get the tower, I think, for this.
Yeah, he is. Dude, they just lost the tier 2.
All right, Tank. What a player.
They lost the Grimstroke, but who cares? They got the tier 2 tower. Like you mentioned, they were struggling with
Grimstroke's on CDC as well. They got a kill and a tower.
No, but nobody cares about that. The highlight was what happened bottom.
Oh yeah, the highlight is definitely the tower for sure.
Regeneration.
Put on blast right now. Xtreme Gaming.
Attack.
Did they just double smoke mid by mistake? I think they did. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe I didn't see that correctly. They will smoke up on 3 here. Phantom Lancer finishes up the Manta style, so has quite a bit of a damage boost here. Smoke to the top lane. Or no, it's just Invis. Paparazzi needs to be careful. They're looking for you, bud. Doesn't know Zhao Fu is behind him. He is going to run into the Morphling, though, and he's going to run instead. Oh! The phase shift at the best possible time, and he is out.
When you're good, you're good. And mid lane, unfortunately, Leshrak, he is not quite as good.
Getting chased down here with the Doom on top of him, and that is going to be a kill. Ava will try and just run away, but push up onto the high ground. Zhao Fu with the Spirit, though. They find 2 return kills.
Punishment is there for it, but meanwhile, Phantom Lancer is farming up, working towards his Eye of Scotty as his next item. And CDEC, they're realizing that Xtreme Gaming, they're playing them all over the map. They want to get more control of this enemy zone, stop getting given the runaround by Xtreme Gaming, who's forcing them to react to some of these split pushes. Instead, they need to try to grab more objectives of their own, and it's difficult right now. I mean, I think if they take these tier 2 towers and manage to shove this one in and box Xtreme into their base, they'd be a little bit better off, but the runaround that Xtreme have been giving them is, I imagine, very frustrating.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
I mean, they do have the E-Blade completed up, and he decided to queue up a BKB, right? And so at this point, Morphling not going to be nearly as easy to kill. Echo did finish Kaya Sanj, queues up a BKB, so looks like you're saying, CDEC just kind of getting ran around the map right now. It feels like they really want to try and find fights, but Xtreme's not really giving them those big scale engagements, right?
Yeah. They're going to try to force them stay still, though. I mean, Zhao Fu, he's working on a Hex on Mars.
That's actually wild.
Yeah. I mean, it's lockdown to deal with the puck and the PL. These heroes are normally pretty hard to catch.
Charge doesn't find anything. DY, though, they do have a little bit of vision of him. The Troll Summoner, I got it right this time, goes down. Nice enough.
Impressive.
Radiant's middle tower
And
has
there's the
been
mid tower denied by the Morphling. They're just trying to chip away at that with the illusions on the PL. But finally, a little bit more map control on the side of Xtreme.
Got it.
Against all odds, they managed to take that bottom tier 2. They took the mid tier 1, and the game has become more even.
I mean, Xtreme Gaming is going to continue to outfarm you. Like, we're seeing this like net worth like slowly just kind of start to favor Xtreme. It's like plateaued a little bit, but heroes like Doom, Phantom Lancer, Puck, I mean, these guys will always be able to find farm on the map. You have a Shadow Shaman as well, who has Blink Aether Lens, so he can cut waves, and you just don't really keep up on the supports of CDEC. Like Tusk and Grimstroke will not really find as much farm as these other ones.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Level 20 on the Puck here. Oh my gosh. Grabs the Waning Rift cooldown. He has just been such a nuisance on the Puck here in the top lane. Paparazzi just constantly keeping this pushed in, forcing heroes back, and is going to regroup with his team mid, it seems. Yeah,
the fact that the tier 1 is here, I think, means that they're telling... Oh,
bottom lane. They caught the real Phantom Lancer, but Manta dodge perfectly. Has a doppelganger as well, but he's just getting chased down. Will they guess which one is correct? He's going to DY, but there's going to be the stuns to follow it up, but he does end up falling in the end. Another split hurt this time. Echo setting up a kill there for the Morphling.
The Manta dodge was nice, but
Dire's bottom tower
there's no team able to assist you down there. Unfortunately, Puck temporal scroll on cooldown. I think Doom was as well. He wasn't able to contribute to that one at all. And I'll take the bottom tier 1. The PL was playing
Radiant's
safely
middle
for a little
tower is
while.
under attack.
Farming for him is going to be a little bit more difficult.
Dire's
Thankfully, it's a little bit
bottom
longer
tower
of a
has fallen.
Roshan respawn. It was a total of like 2 minutes 10 seconds. So they will have PL and Enchantress.
Radiant's
this
middle
next
tower
fight.
is under attack.
Paparazzi also going the anime build, just 3 swords.
Impressive. You'll love
Or
to see
4
it.
swords, sorry. Yeah, the
Yeah, he's got a dagger as
the
well.
Witchblade and a dagger, so.
Yeah.
Radiant's top tower has
Finally, the
fallen.
top lane tower goes down.
I'm not sure if this top lane tower being there like made things worse for CDEC. Like the wave pushed to it that much faster, and so they came up to the top lane and deal with the
Radiant's
puck that
top
much
tower
more
is
often.
under attack.
But yeah, Roach still not respawned. You're very happy about that from the side of Xtreme. 27 minutes will come around now. That means that tier 3 neutral item is going to drop, and ceremonial robe, psychic headband, all the good stuff.
Definitely just goes right onto the puck. Well, both teams find a ceremonial robe. Psychic headband, fantastic for the Leshrac. I'm assuming. Oh no, he's gonna hold the essence ring. That is way
I'm
too
gonna give it
strong.
to Grimstroke probably.
Yeah, probably Grimstroke. Extra
What is,
cast
he,
range.
what is
is always
Grimstroke
nice.
doing with his courier? I think he just like box selected this hero. Oh no, he's keeping it for vision so he can find wards with his gem.
Nice. Very good. Big game.
I'm very
This courier is
confused.
adorable.
Yeah, I was very
Oh my God.
confused. I thought he like accidentally selected his hero and his courier. I'm like, wait, this is an Overwatch case. This is Pro Dota. The man has a reason for it, probably.
This game really slowed down from the lane stage. We had a lot of kills early on, but now both teams just trying to farm. Like I said, I do think it favors Xtreme. But as of right now, they're spending a lot of time trying to dodge out this enemy team. Shiva's completed on Ava here on this Doom. Here's what he goes for next.
Probably Refresher Orb. Double Doom coming out in the fights. I mean, if you can off on a Mars plus the Morphling, then I think you just win. You need something to kill the Leshrac. Probably the Phantom Lancer. He's almost got his Eye of Scotty. Once that one's completed,
Prize.
this game gets much easier. You're playing this against 2 range cores who very much like standing in the middle of fights. And so when they're hit by that 50% slow, their game is just ruined. To go up for a smoke before you get your Eye of Scotty is a bit wild.
They just want to fight. Oh, speaking of smoke, CDEC does the same. Question is who's going to run into who or who's going to find who first. Echo would be the perfect way to start the fight. They get him right out of the gate. The Doom doesn't come out, and Echo gets the BKB off in time. Backside of the fight, in trouble here. They're going to be able to find Tusk, but the Phantom Lancer, he's gone in way too far by himself. He gets crushed and went 2 for 1. Paparazzi still trying to chase after Echo. Yules. He's going to blink into the base. Do it. He does. Oh my gosh. This is the most insane play by Paparazzi I've ever seen. The E-blade snipes him, he goes
Radiant's
down.
middle tower is under attack.
Silenced up by himself, or rather Morphling turning into the puck there. They lose 3 heroes at the tail end of that team fight. The godlike tree goes down, and it ends up being almost that's not right. Oh. Ends up being a massive XP and net worth swing there, and I'm surprised they went into that fight on the Phantom Lancer just before he had the Eye of Scotty completed.
It was 8,000 experience and almost 4,000 gold. Swings the other way. So it's a big deal. They now have the XP lead here on CDEC. Win probability favoring them as well, and about to be net worth in just a matter of moments.
But they chose to take that fight as well. It felt very uncharacteristic by Xtreme.
I think they thought they had the burst damage on the Lesh because they just decided not to drop the Doom. Like they could have absolutely dropped the Doom on the Leshrac there, and they're like, nah, he's definitely dead. And as a result, like Phantom Lancer just dies because that Leshrac was allowed to survive the engagement.
Yeah. I don't think they'll make a mistake again. Doom, he's actually going to be going for an Aeon Disc as the next side, then he's got the Refresher Orb queued up after that. But yeah, this game a lot harder now. Those last couple of deaths, and you have to deal with this Aegis on the Morphling too, and the man 6 slotted. Well, And 600 with the Aegis, by the time this Aegis expires, you're going to have this Satanic done. He's going to be truly terrifying to deal with.
Yeah, this Morphling is very scary.
Yeah, this PL is super far behind at the moment as well. And by like 6,000 net worth. Like an item and a half up on him.
It was just a caster curse earlier when I said he was behind 6,000 net worth.
You said 8,000.
Did I say 8,000?
Yeah,
All right.
I remember that one very clearly.
Well, just wait a little bit longer, Nev.
Yeah.
We're getting there. DY, caught by a Walrus Punch, able to obviously survive that, but not a Morphling.
And PL would just TP out and use his creeps to farm up the last of these camps here. Puck trying to cut the creep waves, force them around the map again. But I don't think they're going to fall for it. They might just try to pressure the high ground in response to what you're doing here.
Attack.
They're looking for this Phantom Lancer's courier on the way back. But they drop the arena. Hex comes out right on the tank. Perfect way to start the fight. You got the Shadow Shaman, and now Yule's into the Split Earth. Phantom Lancer, he is all alone. Inkswell to stun him up, and they will get themselves 2 more kills here at this tier 2 tower. Honestly, Neff,
Dire's bottom tower has
CDC's going high ground, baby.
And I think they're going to be able to go high ground pretty quickly. PL, he's forced to buy back this little I've Scotty even more. There's more playing. How do they prevent this push though?
No, they're gonna try and initiate right on top of him, but he's got an Aegis. The Doom doesn't really come out onto anyone. You gotta target the Lesh here. Tusk will fall. Instead, they drop it on the Mars. He couldn't find a target before he just gets bursted down from this Morphling. And so now, Shackle from downtown, they get the Lesh, holds him in place just long enough. Paparazzi trying to find these heroes. They bought back the Doom as well.
He's gonna try
And
to get
Mars,
slow with
it looks like he's gonna live.
Yeah, they slow down Morphling.
He's got another waveform to get out of here. The Inkswell will... Oh, he got stunned. Xiao Fu comes on over, but he walks right into 3 more heroes. From the other side, Morphling's going to force that die back there onto that Shadow Shaman, but he is fighting a 1v4. Pops the Satanic with the Chain Stuns are a little bit too much, and now he is finally out of mana, trying to take down Ava on his dying breath. It's going to be Tusk instead, and now essentially the Enchantress, they actually just can't kill him. The Morphling legitimately just fought them 4v1.
He stood his ground. If they had the Eye of Scotty, they might have been able to reduce his healing enough for him to go down, but all these heroes buying back. Everyone on the side of CDEC, and Enchantress is forced to buy back as well, but they don't have the abilities to fight them anymore. I don't think they can protect this Rax.
They can't
come in.
Not at all. Diabolic Edict plus the Morphling. You do have 1 more fortification for the mid lane, which might slow this down for a moment. Oh, they get the Hex onto the Puck. He's dead. Catches a spear. Paparazzi's out for 90 seconds.
This is why Xiao Fu wanted that Scythe device.
Dude, this Scythe is huge for the Mars. You never see heroes pick this one up, but they are just going one lane of barracks after another.
Dire's middle barracks.
Mid will fall, turn their attention to top. CDEC might have defied the impossible, that they might have taken a series off of Xtreme here in their last tournament match, and they called it GG. They've actually done it.
That's an upset among upsets. CDEC, who had nothing to gain from winning this series, still going to be eliminated here from the DPC. Their 7th match. They end this, I think, tied in 7th place with Neptune Gaming, but they take out the 1st place team at the moment, Xtreme Gaming. This is going to put them at 4-2, and we have a huge tie on our hands potentially because of what CDC just did. Oh, baby.
There's 5 teams at 4-2 right now. How is that possible? 5 teams. There's a 5-way tie for 1st place, Neff, currently. We have 1 day left, but that is hilarious. This is an incredible